Moving my chair down. Now I feel like a toddler. Just give me a second. All right, maybe. Hey, hi, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to the Done Creative Live. That is very bright. I had to close the shade because it's that kind of transitionary sunset out there where we're between summer and fall, and yeah, it's just very bright. So I had to close that, and then the light was too bright, and it's moving. But you guys don't care. You're here for the readings. So how are you all this fine evening? Woo Woo Wednesday. I hope you're all doing well. We've already got quite the list going, which is going to be exciting to get into. And I wanted to spend, before we hit the 20-minute mark, depending how long we take kind of just catching up and hanging out, I want to do a collective reading for everybody because, at least in my humble opinion, in my area, the energies have been pretty crazy, pretty all over the place, very emotional, just a lot of old stuff coming up that I thought I had dealt with. So if I'm feeling it, maybe you guys are feeling it too. Maybe I'm alone. I don't know. Let's do a poll since we've got the option to do so. Let's do a poll. Are you feeling the energies? I'm saying, I feel really anxious. I feel, what's the word? Just restless, emotional, etc. Okay, that should be enough to go on. Yes or no? Here we go. Asking the question now. Hello, Jessui. Welcome. We've got Abby. We've got Lunar. We've got Jessui in the house. Earlier we had Monica and Karen and Jasmine Ridley. I'm not sure if they're all here right now or not. But my poll just popped up. Okay. So that poll is in progress. Feel free to answer the question. If you're not feeling those energies, you might be feeling excited or ready to start something. It doesn't all have to be negative, right? But I've been feeling a mixed bag of both, but just heightened emotions. Let's put it that way. Of course, everything I said as well, but just heightened emotions. Either good or bad, happy, sad, everything in between, just heightened. Have you been feeling it? Have you been feeling it? We've got 10 votes. 90% of you are saying you're feeling it. 10% says, nah, not so much today, which is cool. That's cool too. But yeah, let's see. We're going to give it a minute to matriculate more votes. And feel free to say hi, say what's up, let us know you're here. We've got Michelle Lynn. You've been feeling it. Yeah. Hello, AJ. Welcome. Yeah, Jesui's feeling it. And Lunar's been feeling contractions, but no emotional waves. Well, that's good. A comet I just saw actually symbolically represent upheaval, death, and rebirth, which may be corresponding to the energies everybody's feeling tonight. So maybe that's something. Yes, man, I keep dropping my cards. I get very, very clumsy when these energies are heightened as well. So there's that. There's me being all clumsy, which is all right, They say that's a sign of being ungrounded, because normally I'm decently graceful, but only when I'm grounded. I was grounded a lot as a teenager, ayo! Just ask my mom. That was a joke, by the way, but really, but not really, but really, but not really. All right. Hi, family. Just heard you all say that, and yes, I'm feeling the crappy stuff. Yuck. It's a mixed bag. It's a mixed bag for sure, because there are really high moments and peaceful moments thrown in the mix. So you got to take it all as it comes, right? Sorry, I'm just staring at all of the crystals that I've got around. I mean, these are all old favorites here on the channel already, but I don't know if I've showed this one. This is a recent acquire. It's a teeny tiny Lemurian compared to a decent sized one, but this is a little teeny tiny one. But I probably shouldn't use the smoky to compare. So a clear quartz, and this one's kind of got a pinky, kind of yellow. I mean, against my skin tone, it doesn't really show up. There, you can kind of see the yellow and reddish tones to it, orangey kind of undertones, inclusions, and all of that going on in there. I love me some Lemurian quartzes. All right. So I think everybody Just checking on in. Let's check the poll once again. Let's see, we've got 13 votes. 92% of you are feeling the energies, and one person, I would assume, based on the number I see over here, is not feeling these energies, which, lucky duck. But really, we're going through some growing pains, a little bit more transformation. I think I am going to end the poll now. So if you want to, I'll give you about a minute. If you want to answer the poll, feel free to do so. Otherwise, I'm going to end it here in about a minute. And we're going to move on to our collective reading. We've got quite the list already going, and I would love to just get into that as soon as I can. Oh, Jessui bought her Lemurian yesterday. That's amazing. And I got your email. I have not responded yet. I don't know what happened this last week. I don't know if everybody's just ready for readings or what, but my inbox just got flooded out of nowhere, which normally I'll get 2 to 3 emails inquiring about things a day, or people asking questions, or just whatever. I had over 30 emails in my inbox over the weekend, just people that I needed to get back to. And that for me is like, oh my gosh, how do I keep up with all this? So I'm still in the process of getting through that and getting back to everybody in a timely manner. Maybe not so timely on my end, but I'm trying to get through that. I have a mentorship meeting in the morning with Lori, and then I have a dentist appointment, and then my afternoon, well, the kids have early out, but I can kind of work from the car to answer emails if I have to. I've been trying to work from the car with my writing, but that hasn't been going very well. Lunar, don't hold it against me. But yes, and Friday, I'm taking a kind of fun girls' day with my friend Cindy to just kind of take the day off, which I haven't had a weekday off in quite a hot minute. So I'm just needing it. I'm just needing a little minute. Okay, so we're going to end the poll with 93% of the 15 votes saying yes, they're feeling the energies, and 7% saying no. All right, speaking of energies, let's get into this collective energies reading and just see what is going on for all of us. We're going to pull all of our collective energies, all of us that are watching this right now, all of us who are watching the replay. This will include your energies. Lori needs her mentor tomorrow. Oh, big hugs, big hugs. I will see you tomorrow, and we will talk through it, whatever it is you've got going on. I like to say that usually you leave feeling really uplifted, and I hope I can help make that happen tomorrow for you. Car writing makes me want to see a writing vlog. I know. I thought about that the other day. I'm like, I really do miss making these writing vlogs, but they're so time consuming, and my editing program is from like 2008. I think it came out in 2007, but I bought it in 2008. Yeah, it's Adobe CS3, so that's been a hot minute ago. And it crashes my computer anytime I try to upload more than like, or edit with more than like 6 movie clips. It's just like, nope, not today, and it just crashes. So that was kind of one of the big reasons I stopped doing the writing, or the writing vlogs, I should say. The writing was a whole other matter on its own. Okay, anyway, back to these energies. All of our collective energies. What's going on, Spirit? Can you give us some advice? What do we need to know? Yes, we've got here 5 of Pentacles. So there may be this feeling of left out in the cold, or like the old version of your life. You don't quite fit into that old mold of who you used to be. Like I said, those kind of growing pains. And I use this funny analogy that Spirit gave me on, man, I don't know if this is, I've filmed so many pick a cards in the last few days that I don't even know what end is up as to what reading went to what. But there was this funny analogy, like a toddler little girl wearing her favorite princess dress from age 3, and then 4, and then 5, and then 6. But by age 6, it's very tight and very short and tattered and torn and dirty. And she's completely outgrown it. And then her interests have shifted and everything. So it's like we are those toddlers wearing that outgrown princess dress that just doesn't, it's just not it for us anymore. And that's really the energy I've been feeling in my own life. Like there's been this fire under my butt to get things organized around my house, to declutter, to cleanse the energy. And I was trying to remember, when was the last time I even rearranged the furniture in my living room, which I like to do once in a while. It's probably been 3 years, which for me is a long time. And I can just feel, it's not just me, it's everybody in the house just getting really stuck in ruts of patterns of ways of doing things. And, I liken this to the fact that, things just blend in the background if we don't refresh them every once in a while. Right, Lunar? Refresh. I love your name for that reason. But I think we're just being called to freshen up the energy, stir some ish up, you guys. Just stir it up. Even if that just looks like you tidying the dust off your shelves, like that gets the energy flowing and moving again. And wow, more cards falling into my lap, and they're telling me none of these are relevant. So I'm gonna put this down so I can quit hitting it with my elbow. But let's get another card. Let's see. Yeah, Braxton Hicks will be the real thing. She's ready. She's ready to have that baby. That's me right now. I bought some furniture for our patio and told my boyfriend I want to get new couches. Right. I mean, I would be happy just to refresh and declutter and just redecorate, reorganize a little bit. Like that would make me so happy. I don't even need to buy anything new. Like I just want to sweep it all up, freshen it all up. Yes. And I think, I'm just using my personal life as like all the examples because this is so relevant, I think, to many of us who are connected to each other. We are all going through very similar things, maybe just in different ways. But the Seven of Cups, it's like some of us don't even know where to start. Like, where do I even begin? Do I begin with my love life? Do I begin with cleaning my house? Do I begin with cleaning up my financial mess? Do I begin with harvesting the things out of my garden? Like the list goes on and on and on. It's like we could choose in any moment, in any minute, how am I going to spend my time? Am I going to spend my time cleaning all the bookshelves here in my office, or am I going to go binge Netflix? It's like we have to choose and choose wisely. And if you're not even sure where to start, just taking a minute, Spirit's really showing me, just taking like 5 minutes to just sit down without anyone else around, without music going or anything going on in the background, and just breathe into it. This is so me on a daily basis too, Lunar. I totally relate. It's like I want to work on everything, but I only have so much time to do one thing or another. But what Spirit's showing me is taking 5 minutes to just breathe in and out, connect. And then when you're in that kind of zone of connection, ask your higher self, ask your guides, angels, ask them and yourself, what needs me the most energetically right now? And you will get your answer. You will get your answer. So that's your homework between today and tomorrow, to ask yourself, what is the answer? What is the answer? Where should I start? What can I do? We also have the Nine of Pentacles. So whatever it is you start taking action on, you guys, look, Nine of Pentacles, that hard work will pay off. You will be able to bear the fruits of that labor. And to me, this reminds me like of someone who just decluttered. Maybe this is Jessui getting all that patio furniture set up, right? Just decluttering and really diving in and working hard. And then you can look around your beautiful, sparkling, clean abode and be like, wow, I did it. Now I'm going to put my feet up with a glass of wine and read a book. I don't personally drink wine, but people do. So like we're using it as the example. So I love that. All right, let's see. They're saying one more tarot card, and then we're going to get a couple oracle cards. Ooh, I zoned in on it. It's right here. We're going in with this deck next. Okay. All right, Spirit, give us one more tarot card to get the tarot portion of this reading going. Look at that. The sun. So really, this energy is just helping us to reach that happiness that we're seeking. That, we have to sometimes go within and deal with our ish, and it's not just the physical clutter and cleanliness of our lives. It's the energetic clutter, the mental clutter, the physical clutter, the spiritual clutter. It's all the clutters just rolled into one. But once we really start to face these things and work through it, we're going to reap the rewards, which would be the sun, happiness, fulfillment. Of course, for Lunar, birth of a baby, right? The sun. Yes. And she says right there, I always associate it with babies, because on the traditional Rider-Waite depiction, there's a baby riding that beautiful white horse. Abso-freaking-lutely. And I love that. All right. What else, Spirit? Any words of advice for us to move through this energy and just get going on whatever it is we need to get going on? Yes. Break negative habits. I think I fall into this trap in the morning a lot of times that I will just dive into my email or checking all the different places that I am on the internet and just really getting sucked into Instagram in the morning sometimes. And it's like, no, I can't do this. My mom's calling. I should let her know I'm live. Hey, I'm live. What do you want? I'm live right now and I'm talking to you on the phone live. Oh, wait, let me put it on speaker. She's gonna get on speaker. Okay, now say it.
Hello, everybody. I love you all. Thanks for all the likes and all of the subscribes and donations and the support for Amanda's channel. You guys are amazing.
You're amazing too, Mom. Well, I will call you. Was there anything specific you want to talk about? Because I can call you later.
No, just to visit with my daughter.
All
That's
right.
all.
Love you, Mom. Have a good
Love
night.
you.
Bye.
You too.
Aww, so sweet. But yes, we're breaking those negative habits. Like I was saying, I kind of don't ever start my morning feeling in control and in charge. It's usually my alarm blares and then I'm like, I'm up. And then the kids are already awake a lot of the times when I wake up and I'm just thrown into the chaos. And I keep saying, I need to go to bed earlier and get up earlier so that I can have about an hour before the whole rest of the house wakes up so that I can just get my bearings for the day, because I always feel like that kind of chaotic start to my day, it just ripples right in through the rest of the day. I don't know if you guys can attest to that too with what you've got going on, but man, it really is hard to break out of that. So I am going to start very soon a new habit to go to bed earlier and just do all these things. But my top Patreon tier, I want to start an accountability group or an accountability section of the Discord server. I'm getting that hooked up tomorrow. Best believe it. I'm finally just gonna go through the how to connect your Discord to Patreon little tab that I've got open here on my computer, and I'm doing it. But I want to make an accountability group for all of us who need just a little kick in the pants, a little bit of accountability, and that will be over on my Patreon Discord server over there. Let's see. So yeah, any negative habits you guys have. Let's read the back too, because they have really beautiful advice for these cards. I feel like I'm all over the place, but again, I think this is the energy. I'm just like, ooh, squirrel, ooh, this, ooh, there's a candy bar over there, ooh, look. Like, I'm just all over the place tonight, you guys, but yes. We have here, be cognizant of one negative practice you engage in that causes you to lose power and work on changing that situation. This could be thinking negative thoughts, overeating, or being constantly late. That's me, not like late out in the world, but like late with, oh man, I need to do this, and now I need to do that, and just rolling out of bed and getting a late start to my day, and all those things. But your goal is to recognize that modifying or releasing unproductive habits can be challenging and even unpleasant, but it's essential that you do so. So whatever negative habit you're intuitively thinking or it's coming into your mind's eye right now, that's it for you. That's it. That's the negative habit that you need to work on. At the very least, and I say work on because sometimes it's really hard to break a habit. But as long as you're working on it, that's you making that progress. And then that hard work will eventually pay off when you can narrow down that energy and really figure out what you need to do. Let's get one more card before we wrap up our 20, we're almost at 20 minutes. So I did it. I stayed below. Okay. We've got here, appreciate everything. Appreciate everything. So gratitude, appreciation, this vibration of that energy can really go a long way. On this day, affirm, my life is perfect. Appreciate everything and everyone in your life without doubt or expectations. Your goal to learn the way to set change in motion is to bless and feel grateful for even the most difficult parts of your life. It's easy to feel gratitude for the good things, but it's not easy to feel that gratitude for that uncomfortability. You know, having gratitude for these bad habits that are sticking out like a sore thumb in your life, that are letting you know, hey, it's time to make a change. So being grateful for these bad habits, then you can really lean into them and transform them, alchemize them like that magician that I know you all are, to actually create something in your life that will serve you. So gratitude and appreciation will really take you a long way. Okay, we did it. We did it under 20 minutes. I feel so accomplished now. Ooh, release the need to complain popped out too. So I think I'll read the back of that real quick. So maybe I'm not going to quite make it under 20 minutes. But honestly, assess whether you're a complainer. No matter whether you share complaints with others or keep them to yourself, this tendency is a way of looking at a situation without seeing its potential blessings. Your goal to release the predilection to complain and instead see the positive side of things. Absolutely. Yes, so I do have some new donations that poured in. I was going to go ahead and touch base on those before we dove into our first question of the night, which I do believe was Michelle Lynn, because Jessui wanted to be left for last, I should say. So yeah, Michelle Lynn, you can go ahead and post your first question while I get the list updated over here with Lunar. And then we'll dive right in. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what you guys are bringing me tonight for your questions. So we've got Jessica, I think it's Jessica Lynn. I think that's the name of her. I don't want to say her last name, privacy reasons. I think so, Jessica for sure. Maybe Jessica Lynn specifically. Then we've got Hey Hey. Then we've got Jasmine, but not the other Jasmine. We got a couple Jasmines. So Jasmine D. It must be Jasmine D. Thank you so much. Okay. Yes, Hey Hey is that one. Okay. Jessica Lynn, I was right. Cool. Okay, so Michelle Lynn says, feeling the need for this vacation ASAP. I feel a greater push to leave my job than even a week ago. I can't seem to shake it off. I'm so exhausted and just want to be healthy and have energy like I used to. My birthday's in October and I have mixed feelings about it. Can we tap into the energy of my birthday, October, and see if this heavy energy will be lifted? Absolutely. All right, will this heavy energy be lifted? One of them flipped, and I know that's usually significant. Oh, two of them flipped. Okay, wow. Yes, but here's the deal. This Seven of Swords is normally about deception, but this to me feels more like an internal conflict or battle within yourself, and it's not really anything major on the outside except a lot of little whatever's going on at work and in other areas of life that you're just kind of like, oh, I just don't want to deal with this anymore. I want something new. I want something fresh. But the way you're going to get it, Michelle, is that hermit energy, the hermitude, the hermit solitude. That the hermitude is a word I made up on my channel many moons ago, but I love saying hermitude now because I meant to say solitude and hermit at the same time, and I said hermitude, and it just kind of stuck. Just like Hamley, right, Lori? Healing family equals Hamley, in my opinion. But wow, I'm getting crown tingles now too. So this to me feels like you are getting spiritual support, and they're showing me you just allowing yourself to have a bad day and just really lean into these negative feelings and really just immerse yourself in them. They're showing me, and they've shown me this on a recent pick a card too. Someone just like rolling around naked in the dirt, like in the barren desert, just rolling around naked, just writhing and thrashing around and just screaming and crying and just getting it all out, because your body, they're showing me something about traumas that have been stored in your body and even from past lives, these traumas that you're now ready to release because the energy is high enough now with all this energy coming in that you're just being called to release it. So I mean, you could literally do this at the gym, punch in a bag, like would be really beneficial, running at full speed sprint just to just get that energy out because it's just busting at the seams to get out. And even if it's just a quick burst of I'm gonna sprint from here to that fence over there and go, and you do it, and then you come back and you're like, I'm out of breath, but I feel a lot better. Like that is what you need. Just a quick little just like a teapot, just whistling tea kettle, just and just then let it kind of die down, the noise die down a little bit. But you have the Knight of Pentacles here, which is really beautiful energy to carry you into this birthday month that you're about to experience. With this Knight of Pentacles, this could be someone younger than you, could be male or female, depending, doesn't really matter. But this is someone who might be an earth sign, sun, moon, rising within Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. For some reason, I always forget the earth signs, which is weird because my sun isn't an earth sign in Western astrology. It's weird. But I'm really seeing there's a person, a helpful person. They do feel very masculine to me. So if it's not a male person, this is someone who's just very goal-oriented, action-oriented, very on the go, on the move, doing things, making things happen. But this is you also, like you embodying that kind of more divine masculine side of yourself to really, right as I say that too, they're highlighting, because the divine masculine side of the body would be the right side. So they're highlighting you may have some weird little twinges of pain on the right side between now and your birthday. And that is okay because energetically things are upgrading in the more divine masculine side of the body. But you're starting something new that you're going to be able to take the distance. Let's just get one more word of advice. But already I can see that you're coming out of this. It just might take a few weeks to really feel through this. But if you can just dedicate a day to just let it all hang out, you're going to be able to move through it quicker because you got to feel it, to heal it, to deal with it, and move on. But a lot of times we're like, I can't do it right now. I'm at work. Push it down, push it down, push it down. Can't do it right now. I'm hanging out with friends. Push it down, push it down, push it down, you know? And there just has to be a time where you allow yourself that quiet hermitude time to just kind of lean into it and really figure out what you need to do and just feel it. I mean, you don't even have to sit there and process it. You just feel it. Okay? And we also have here your dreams need a practical plan, which is exactly what comes right before this. Because to me, this is very Page of Pentacles energy here. You know, rooting, putting those roots down, taking that Ace of Pentacles that was presented to you as a new opportunity and planting that and creating those plans. Also very Two of Wands energy is mixed in with this. And you're going to be able to make something out of an idea between your birthday, well, really between now and the end of December. Like they're showing me like New Year's Eve, like countdown to 2022. You're going to have a really beautiful new idea that you're ready to take the distance. So I hope that resonated for your first question, Michelle Lynn. And go ahead and post your second question. I will put these away and see if there's anything in the chat I need to catch up on. I was just over at Nathan, aka Vibes and Frequencies live stream. This is his first live stream, I think. He was just giving away free crystals and answering questions over there. And man, his chat was just zooming by. He had like 100 people there, and it was a good time. It got me pumped for coming over here. All right. Okay. Take a drink of my water because I've been talking. Okay. So they're telling me already I need this tarot deck, so I'm going to listen. It's just been a very tarot heavy couple of live streams, but I go through phases where I really appreciate tarot, but I don't lean on it as much as I lean on oracle cards. But like I'm back to leaning on tarot heavily again, which is cool. I love tarot. It's what I learned to do any divination on, so I love it. What age will my abilities enhance? I remember you mentioned I could possibly have a Kundalini awakening in this lifetime. I'm wondering what age it could take place and what new journey it means for me. I'm hearing age 27. So I'm not 100% sure how old you are, Michelle. I want to say you're 25 or 26, but they're really showing me that this is very soon for you. And they keep highlighting the year 2022 is a really big year for you. And interesting, here is that 7 of, you're 29 and will be 30. Okay, so maybe there was something that did happen at the age of 27 where you walked away from something, because this is kind of that cheater energy. Maybe someone cheated on you, or you felt cheated in a relationship or a situation in your life that you walked away from. And this is the second 7 of Swords you've gotten in your readings tonight from 2 different decks. So to me, this did feel with the other reading very like in your head, very internalized, not just in your head, but like in your aura. You're really working through maybe even conflicting energies, or you kind of beat yourself up sometimes for not doing things right and all of that. 29, almost 30. Okay, so what else is going on? From what age will Michelle walked away from Brett possibly? Yeah. Oh my God, you're not going to believe this. We're just getting the same cards for your next reading. The Hermit. 7 of Wands and the Hermit were the first 2 that popped out in your other reading from that other deck. You can't make this stuff up. So this energy really is tied to your enhancement of your abilities. So really you leaning into this just yuckiness, this heaviness, this is your liberation to beautiful spiritual freedom or enhancement of your spiritual gifts, enhancement of your spiritual journey. This is like part of it. You can't make this up. What you're going through now is it. This is it. You are enhancing your abilities. You are going through the thing and doing the thing. Wow, that's so powerful. You don't even know. What else is going on? And my kids are home. My family's home. Husband's putting them to bed tonight. Michelle Lynn. Okay. Yeah, like I was saying, look, progression from 7 to 8. So there was something you couldn't quite put your finger on, kind of maybe limiting beliefs that you couldn't really see your way in the dark through, but you've pegged them now. You've nailed them to the wall. Okay, I see you. Now that I know you exist, I can face you and incorporate you. So I don't know, Michelle Lynn, if you did watch my interview with your shadow pick a card reading that I posted on my other channel. Link for that is in the description below, very first thing listed. But that would be really beneficial for ways you are facing your shadow, because this is a shadow card. This is someone who could easily just take these ropes off and this blindfold and walk away from this little makeshift prison here. But they choose to just kind of stay in their emotions, because water is ruling over emotions, or represents emotions, I should say. And yeah, Saturn return. That is such a good point, Lori. It can be hard. From age 27 through 32, were very hard years for me spiritually, or just lack of spiritually in that realm. Very difficult. But you are progressing. Look at this. There's a progression there from 7 to 8. You're progressing through this. This is all part of your plan. This is all part of it. Right. What else? And then 4 of Pentacles. So this is those kind of limiting beliefs, especially around money, your own self-worth, your own value, feeling like you're not good enough for, being where you're at, doing what you're doing, being with who you're being with. You're overcoming this though, because you're facing it. I want to get a clarifier on the 4 of Pentacles and the 2 Swords cards here. We have the 7 and 8. Let's clarify this spiritually, please. Yes, because you're really leaning into your Queen of Swords like abilities. You are becoming a better communicator of your own thoughts, feelings, and emotions. But again, it's going to come after a phase where you really go within and learn about yourself, learn about who you are on a more soul level, so that you can really bring this forth in this world and be able to communicate it to other people and be a leader for other people. Because I know where you do work, you are a leader, but this is you leading from a place of like kind of after your transformation with the butterfly, and then like after kind of a really hard time, with that kind of, I'm reading this kind of as a phoenix rising from the ashes. And then we've got a crow here, raven, possibly, hard to tell because it's way off in the distance there, but that's really, hovering above her head is kind of almost that soul star chakra area. So to me, this feels like Spirit's helping you, Spirit's communicating with you, and maybe watching for crows or ravens would be a really good little hint from the universe that, hey, we're working with you, we've got your back. Your guides and angels are very close to you. But to me, this reads as an older version of this woman here. So it's like as you mature and gain that wisdom, it's like you're going to know what is for you, what's not for you. You're going to know when to close the laptop, take some quiet time, and like they're really showing me, you don't have to be old and gray for this to happen. They're showing me age 32 is going to be a very, very pivotal year for you. And again, that's just kind of after these Saturn energies have kind of, rippled down the water, down the river. Does that make sense? I don't know. So between now and the next 2 years, you're really coming into your own. You're really learning who you are. And on the back of the deck, we have that 4 of Wands energy. So I'm really seeing you being able to have that happily ever after, as happily ever after as we can have, because, life is up and down all the time. It's never going to be 100% up, right? But this is you with significant other. So I think that significant other is coming in within these next 2 years as you really do evolve yourself spiritually. It's all connected, Michelle. So I hope that resonated for you. Up next, we've got Clutching My Pearls. So go ahead and post your question. We'll get right into it for you. But I just want to make sure I got all Michelle's stuff here. Walked away from Brett possibly. And yeah, it's been rough. You want to get rid of these limiting beliefs. Don't we all? I mean, I think we'll always have them in some capacity as long as we're in the 3rd dimension, because it's just kind of part of the illusion while we're here, right? But you, me, all of us, we can just keep reminding ourselves that we are spirit having that human experience, and it does help. It really does. Okay. Take a drink of water. You're so welcome, Michelle Lynn. Can't make that up, that the first 2 cards you got in the other reading from one deck, and then the first 2 cards you got in the next reading from another deck were the exact same cards. Like that, what are the odds of 2 decks of 78 cards, you getting the same 2 cards in both decks? Mind blown. I love it. But it really not mind blown, because Spirit knew exactly what they were doing. But, you know, it's still surprising even to me, someone who's been doing tarot since 1997. It's just like, whoa, this is so cool. Okay, clutching my pearls. I'm concerned if I will be approved for surgery. So, yeah, I'm not here to give like medical advice. I'm just giving guidance here. So, you know, legal disclaimer and all that. But let's just see. We have here. All right. So, will clutching my pearls be approved for surgery? What does she need to know? Okay, it says no, but I'm hearing but, like Spirit's saying but. Let's see what's going on with this. Here we go. We got 2 more. But there is abundance and success here. So maybe you're learning that the surgery isn't exactly what you thought. Something about okay, so how do I even break what you're trying to show me down? Spirit, please help me out. Help me out. Okay, so they're kind of showing me 2 very possible scenarios for this. If you get a second opinion, or maybe this already is your second opinion, you might come to find that there's a different alternative to actually having this surgery. But if this is a surgery you've been asking for, there may be some hangups or something with insurance or just the way that you're paying for it, that you're trying to find the most feasible way. But ultimately, whatever this health ailment is for you, clutching my pearls, you're going to have success in overcoming whatever this is, and there's going to be abundance as a result. So you getting whatever this issue is fixed is actually going to help you or benefit you. Or if they're also showing me this no could just be that you're having to reschedule. Maybe there's, you know, the thing going around the world, the whole virus and everything. Maybe you're just having to reschedule it a couple of different times before it actually happens. Those are 2 very likely scenarios, because when we make a decision, it can shift the whole trajectory. So I don't really give firm timelines on my channel. I always say take things with a grain of salt, just because decisions we make, things we do or don't do, really do affect the ultimate happening of whatever it is you're asking about. How will your lawsuit against my lawsuit will end? How is my, wait, am I reading that right? How is my lawsuit against my lawsuit will end? Okay, I'm just double sure that I'm not reading that incorrectly. I'm not sure if I'm, okay, so lawsuit, okay, so how will your lawsuit end? Let's see. Okay. We have here unlikely. So there's something, again, there's just mixed energy here. I don't know exactly what's going on with this. Let's see. So within the next few months, you will have, sorry, things shifted, so I got to read this again. You will have your lawsuit end, but it may not end exactly the way you're hoping. Again, kind of going back to the surgery thing, there's just a lot of chaotic energy around you. I don't know if it's just with you or just with your town, your community, or other people around you. There's just a lot of, I'm seeing kind of, what's the word? Like seven of cups energy, like kind of undecided in the best way to move forward with things a lot of times. And that can kind of confuse the energy with the readings that I'm doing too. But let's just get one more word of advice on this lawsuit before we close out your reading. Let's see. Here we go to Moodology. Okay. Whoa. And we have here, your hard work is paying off. So everything that you have put into this lawsuit, it is coming to fruition, and it will be able to pay off for you. On the back of the deck, take time to breathe out. So there is this need to just kind of slow down a little bit and really get your bearings on the situation, and just know that anything that is due, you will see that come back full circle for you, karmically anyway, and you will be able to reap the benefits of that. Maybe not in this life, but in a future life. But I really do see things working out in a way that you're feeling decently happy about in this life. So I hope that resonated for you, clutching my pearls. And welcome. I don't think I've ever seen you here on the channel. So welcome to the channel, my friend. All right. So up next, we've got AJ Evans. Go ahead and post your question, AJ. We'll get right into that. I'm going to take a drink of my water. Okay. So, open to general reading from Spirit. So let's get into it for AJ. Start with the Angels and Ancestors deck, and then they're really directing me over to the Light Seers Tarot as well, so we're going to go into that as well. Cool. So we have Star Ancestor. Follow the voice of your soul, and Air Guardian. Shift your perception. So I really do see this as somebody from, let me check the donations. No, Jasmine D was our last one that I've got, so we're good to go. This is someone from your star family. So they may not be in your ancestry in this incarnation, AJ, but from your soul family, from your star family. This person is acting as a guide for you. This feels like someone who you like to go lifetime to lifetime with, being brothers, cousins, friends, really those close bonded relationships of the same generation. And this incarnation, you decided that I'll come down to earth and do the hard thing, and you be up there and rip your hair out trying to get me to do the good thing. We'll make it fun. We'll make it a team effort. And that's what you're doing in this life. But actually, they're kind of hijacking this too and taking me to a lifetime that the two of you and this star ancestor had in, they're saying ancient Kemet, so even before what we consider like ancient Egypt. There was a lifetime you guys experienced there where you had what you would consider today like a contact event where you were in connection with Orion beings, because these three pyramids do align up with Orion's belt, and you were in contact. So I don't know, AJ, if you've always had this fascination with Orion's belt, the constellation of Orion, the myth of Orion, if any of that resonates for you, or if that's just something that you're still going to look into. But this is just calling you to follow the voice of your soul, to really just get in touch with what it is you want and who it is you want to be, what it is you want to do and accomplish and experience here, and then doing the thing. Be in that version of yourself, because it's in there. It's with you. We also have here shift your perception. So this is you just seeing things from a new perspective and really just there's like, get excited about life. Like that's what this one guide is saying, is like he wants you to have more excitement in your life, especially if you've been depressed or just kind of serious or just kind of blah, feeling a little bit blah about your life. This is calling for you to get out there and try some new things, get excited about life, and just try something new. What else is coming in for AJ? All right, here we go. The Magician. Yes, this is you fully embodying that beautiful soul aspect of who you are on a higher level. You really are getting into contact as well with your guides and angels, or your higher self, whatever you want to call that. But just, if it's hard for you to be like, well, I just feel like I'm talking to myself, just, close your eyes and go within and just ask yourself, what is it I need to know? What is it you need to show me, Spirit? I'm listening. I'm ready. And you'll start seeing repetitive numbers, other signs, symbols, and synchronicities just showing up in your life. Oh, you've been in the dark night of the soul. That is a very hard and heavy place to be. But look, with this Magician, you have the ability to come out of that as well. And I always read this card almost like a Four of Wands energy, which is about the happily ever after. So things will be working out for you. Let's see what else for AJ. One more card for AJ. Anything else he needs to know? Maybe even to get through this dark night of the soul. What did I say just a minute ago? This always reminds me of the Four of Wands. Exactly. You're going to be out of this sooner than you know. So shift your perception and follow the voice of your soul. These are two beautiful ways that you can come out of this dark night, because we don't just push it away and try to, get away from the dark night of the soul. We got to feel our way through it. We've got to go right through it. Just like that little kid's book. We're going on a bear hunt. We can't go over it. We can't go around it. We got to go through it. Yes, That's the same thing with the dark night of the soul or any big, emotions and energies that we have going on. We just got to go through it. We got to experience it. But really, there's nothing here that ultimately is just doom and gloom and more and more and more dark night of the soul. There's some happiness on the horizon for you. So just know that happily ever after is on the horizon for you. And again, like I say with the happily ever after, life is never completely up all the time, never dips down. It's always that sine wave, up and down, up and down, up and down all the time. So you got to take the good when it's here and move through the bad when it's here, and just try to know it's all relative and it's all soul growth, and you got this. All right, AJ, I hope that resonated for you. You do see a lot of angel numbers. That's awesome. That just lets you know you're on the right track. You're on the right path. Okay. You're so welcome. Absolutely. So RellyDVD.com was somebody who donated, which I didn't recognize the name, and they didn't have any qualifying information with that. So if you are that donator, let us know and we can get right into your reading. Unless they've already let someone know, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Oh, no worries, Abby. That's okay. Totally. Go ahead and post your question, dear. We'll get right into that for you. This thing is making the weirdest noises. Okay. The list is still open. And speaking of lists, I do have one more donation coming in as a yes-no question for Michelle Lynn. And maybe Katie R. if she wants to donate as well. Yeah, we're trucking our way through the list. We've got Abby up next, and then Monica's on deck with 2 questions. And then we've got Jessui with 3 questions. Well, if she wants to be held till the end, we can skip her and go into Jessica Lynn's question and on and on and on. Jessui, just let us know if you want to be saved for the very last. We can still oblige. Okay, making sure I have my updated list here as well in my comments section. Okay, I've been dealing with Dark Night of the Soul, Kundalini Awakening for nearly 6 years now. I know it's initiating me for something, so I want to ask our guides and spirit what that something is. Absolutely. Let's find out. Okay, what's going on for Abby with this Dark Night of the Soul and Kundalini Awakening for the last 6 years? Anything she needs to know? What is that something she is being initiated for? Ooh, and it flipped. Wow. Yeah. And to me, this feels like where you've been, where you are right now, just really crying over that spilled milk and just really focused a lot of the times on things that didn't work out or, just, wow, things just aren't working out in my favor at all. But what she here doesn't realize is there are 2 full cups right here, ready for the taking, right for the taking. And what I see with this is you really are shifting your perspective, your perception. We have a donation coming in from Katie R. Thank you so much. Oh, she's good staying where she is. Cool. Awesome. See, you're on top of things. What else for Abby? What else is going on? This Dark Night of the Soul, Kundalini Awakening, this initiation. Yeah, you really did feel like you had to defend yourself or maybe even hide pieces of yourself because you knew other people in your life wouldn't understand. And this is all about you finally stopping focused on, well, I got to please everybody else, and standing up, taking these 2 cups and saying, I'm pleasing myself. I'm going to do things my way. And this isn't you hurting anyone needlessly. This is you being your authentic self. And if that does hurt people, it's kind of like, it had to happen because you are stepping into this greater version of yourself. And that is your initiation, is to bring more light onto this planet, to help raise the vibration. And yes, we've got here the 6 of Cups. So a lot of this crying over spilled milk kind of energy we have here just might be you wistful for the ways things were when you were a child, or maybe even past life memories that you have that you're just like melancholy for a place to call home. Maybe you really did feel out of place in the home you grew up in, or just kind of lost in the shuffle is what I keep hearing. Like you try so hard to make a good impression, but it almost just like what you said fell on deaf ears. What you created, no one really paid mind to or really applauded you for that, and that really stuck with you and sometimes hurt you. But let's see with the Starseed Oracle, what else is this initiation showing? Abby, trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. And that might be the feeling you've had, like it's been 6 years. Like, let's just get on with it. Like, that's the feeling of this card. Like, man, I just want to get out of this rut that I've been in for 6 years. And you are, though. You are, because time isn't running out. And when I hear or see the word wave, these waves of energy that we keep getting, every time we get another big wave of energy, it brings the vibration up. And then we get another big wave of energy that brings the vibration up and up and up and up and up. And that is part of your initiation or your life purpose, is to continue raising the vibration and then anchoring these beautiful energies into this earth, because you are destined to help raise the collective vibration. Absolutely, Brianna, we're still here for it. We also have the Andromedan energy jump in. Adventure, say yes to change. So this is going to have to be you making that conscious change to finally stand up for yourself and maybe face some stuff from your past, face some stuff with, your shadow, your childhood wounds, and really embracing that inner child as well to get you where you're going, because you are going on an adventure. This is leading you to something very exciting. I hear by the age of 25, you're going to have such a better handle on like what your purpose is, and like knowing, because even right now they're showing me you may keep thinking like, I still don't know what I want to be when I grow up, and they're saying you don't have to have that all figured out. But let's get one more card for Abby. Anything else with this initiation, where she's going, anything Spirit wants to divulge? Yes, you do have these beautiful talents, and we've got Brianna's donation coming in over here as well. But you have talent, you have healing ability. Look, her hand chakras are lit right up. So she has these beautiful healing abilities. So do you. I think you are a healer, even if you're not working as, say, a Reiki practitioner or a massage therapist. You're still somebody who can bring this healing energy into every single thing you do. Okay, so I think that is it was Clutching My Pearls donated once again for a general reading. Awesome. So that is what I see on the back of the deck here as well, Abby. You have well-being. So this really is about taking care of yourself and really allowing yourself time to integrate the new light that comes in, and then to rush into battle and make that light happen on this planet. And then on the back of the deck you have love, which is interesting because the two of cups here on the table, that's you and another someone, a special someone, maybe a partner. And also I'm hearing self-love. Really embodying that self-love will really take you a long way with where you're going on your spiritual journey. So I hope that resonated for you, Abby. Okay, up next we've got Monica. Yes, when the Kundalini first happened, I got these waterfalls of energy rushing into my hands that felt cold. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, mine manifests. It doesn't always manifest as cold, but when the energy starts coming in, it starts out really cold. Like my hands are almost always freezing. Even in the summertime, my hands and feet are almost always freezing. And no, I've had it looked at. It's not a medical issue, which is interesting because everyone's like, oh, you've got poor circulation and da-da-da-da-da. But once that healing really starts taking root and I'm physically putting my intention into sending that healing energy out, it starts getting white hot from like the palms upward. Like it's hard to explain unless you've had it happen, but man, it's so interesting. But yeah, it starts out very cold for me as well. And same thing with when my guides come in. When they first come in, it's like I'm freezing. And it's funny because like in all the horror movies and stuff, it's like when the entities and ghosts are like hovering nearby, everybody feels cold and you see their breath and everything. I always attribute that actually to spirit coming in as protection, because I associate spirit first as cold, then as heat. That's how I experience it. I don't know about everybody else. That's just how I experience it. But when Archangel Michael first comes in, I am just like chattering, just cold, ready to go. And then by like partway in, I'm just like, is anyone else hot? It's so hot. That's just me though. I don't know. Okay. What's going on? Okay, first question will be, do you see anything coming in for me for love soon? Okay, let's find out for Monica. Anything coming in for her for love soon? Ooh. Okay, wow. So I think it might be a little hot minute here because we do have separation. So time apart from your partner is on the horizon, which you don't have a partner currently. But what I see is just maybe having some time to really face old wounds and issues of loving yourself, self-love, anything that happened in past relationships, we can still kind of harbor that or carry that with us, unhealed wounds, especially if you're still triggered by the thought of an ex, the sight of an ex, the fact that if you had to run into an ex, like if your heart starts beating, you're like, oh God, I'm going to run the other way or hide. That lets you know there's still some healing left to do. So if you're feeling those emotions when thinking about an ex, there's some healing that's being called for you to do and work on before someone new can come in, because we also have the codependency here. So addictions are affecting your romantic life. I don't see this as an addiction for you. I'm just seeing this as feeling incomplete without somebody else. Like you need someone else to kind of complete you, kind of that vibe. Even if you're not feeling that like on a conscious level, I think there's a subconscious thing from past lives that you're still kind of struggling or working your way through, Monica, but you're getting a handle on these things. I really do see. But self-care, self-love, this is going to be very important for you. Whoa, they're flying off the shelves. The self-love and the self-care are going to be very important for you to do for yourself. Take time every day to do something beautiful and nice for yourself, because this will help you raise your vibration enough to match the frequency of the person you're meant to be with. Because I think the person you're meant to be with is mirroring these feelings back to you because they are still working through some old stuff of their own as well. And when you're both, sufficiently worked through, you're going to be able to meet this person. We have here also write a gratitude list. So the number 55 is coming in. You may see a lot of number 555 or 55. Those angel numbers, but this is all about change. And since we're asking about your love life, there are changes coming, changes you're making. And then as a result of you making these changes, you're going to see that person in front of you sooner than later. So let's get one more, but just feeling grateful for the single lady lifestyle, because if you do find a long-term partner, that will very soon be a thing of the past for you. So just really living it up while you can. We also have ground yourself with the number 25, which is a very spiritual number. When you add up 2 + 5, it equals 7. So that introspection, facing those internal issues, and I'm even seeing her just kind of relaxing and laying about because she needs that rest. She really needs that rest and that connection to the earth as well. These are ways you're really going to help yourself. Absolutely, Monica. I'm so glad this resonates. This is a very powerful way that you can really move through this stuff, feel it, to heal it, to deal with it, so you can meet this person. But let's see, because you can connect, as I'm saying to all my other wonderful, lovely single ladies that I have here in my chat. I tell them you don't have to wait to connect to this person. You can connect to their higher self right this moment. Right now, you can connect to them. So let's get a message from your person's higher self, Monica, and see if they have anything to say to you before we close out. Okay, here we have a message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. So their higher self and your higher self are buds, your pals. You already know each other on a very intimate level. And it's just, waiting for your two physical vessels to be able to collide in the same energetic space and time. That is what you're waiting for. But this person, I think, is getting ready for you as well. They want to know you. They're ready for that relationship. They're ready to put themselves back out there. I think they did have a pretty nasty breakup right before, right now. Like maybe they're going through it right now, or it's just still very new and recent to them, and they're working through some of these issues of their own right now. And when they're working through them, you're working through them. You're going to be able to come together much sooner than if you're just kind of waiting for someone else to come in and kind of take your mind off the old love and the old whatever, right? Okay, so I hope that resonated for you, Monica. And then we got your second question. And I'm gonna check the donations just to make sure we didn't have anything else coming in hot. And I'm gonna take a drink of water. Oh, and I'm still dropping cards. Clumsy Amanda. Okay. This goes over there. All right, so definitely currently going through this. That's beautiful. Yes, that is awesome, Monica. So your second question, where do you see my current business venture going in the future? Thank you, babe. Oh, you are so welcome. Let's find out. We're going to go in. We're going to Light Sears Tarot once again. So Monica's current business venture, where do we see it going, Spirit? Where is it going? Where's it heading off to? Well, there is a wish fulfillment. Wishes coming true. But I'm really seeing this as you jumping for joy for having followed your heart. Look at that. Her heart chakra is just illuminated right there. And also Page of Wands. This is someone who's not afraid to take action on their dreams, on their desires, on their inspiration. So look, both of these, she's just got her head back and her arms up. It's like victory is what I'm hearing. And where was this? I recently heard this. Where was this? Trying to think. Just give me like 2 seconds. I will think of it. Someone recently said, it was a YouTube video. I know that much. I just don't know what format or where or what or who or why. But they had said, even when you're, I know who it was. It was Marianne Lemos. She's a YouTube pick a card channel as well. I'll write her name. Marianne. I think she's from France. I could be wrong though. She has a YouTube pick a card channel, and I've been a subscriber to her since like 2016, 17, 18. No, about 18, right before I started my channel. But I haven't watched her in a very long time because she's more focused on like, when will my love come in and what does my future partner look like? And, all things that I don't really need to know about because I have one. France, okay, But she had mentioned that even if you're in a really bad mood, it's like statistically proven that if you just put your hands up and your head back and you just like victory, like it will instantly raise your mood and your vibration. And that's what I see. So if you're not quite where you want to be in your endeavor, just know that things are looking up. And look, we've got a lot of yellow here. This is solar plexus chakra energy, Monica. So this is you really feeling yourself and leaning into, really knowing your self-worth and your self-confidence and being more confident, putting yourself out there a little bit more as well. We have here also light and love. And again, every single one of these people are looking up. And to me, the direction of up represents spirit. So looking to spirit to help you. You don't have to do this alone. You can ask spirit to come along for the ride on this endeavor. But your purpose is to bring divine healing, light, and love to this world. So if this endeavor that you've got going on, Monica, does that, then you're doing the thing. You're already on the right track. Let's get a couple more cards from the Life Purpose Oracle for Monica, her current endeavor. Ooh, these two want to come out. Are you doing Oracle cards? Are you a spiritual teacher? You would be very good at both, or maybe just being able to get beautiful guidance from Oracle cards, either through the way you do them or from other people. But it says here you are able to discern answers and guidance for yourself and others. And we also have spiritual teacher. So that to me, there does feel like a very spiritual basis to whatever your endeavor is that you're currently focused on. But you heal with your classes, sessions, and seminars. So if you're not quite at this caliber yet, just you wait, my friend, because look, you've got help from spirit, and spirit is going to deliver and really help that wish of yours come true. So keep going. Even if you don't see a lot of progress for a little while, keep going. Like Nathan from Vibes and Frequencies was saying over on his live stream right before I started my live stream tonight, he can now support himself a little bit through his YouTube channel, which is amazing. But even when he couldn't support himself and he was making nothing or next to nothing from YouTube, he didn't just give up and quit. He kept putting out content 2-3 times a week, over and over, week after week, not really seeing much payoff until he did. And that's really what I'm seeing with you as well. been wanting to put a class together. Well, keep on going because this really will pay off. And then on the back of the deck, you've got travel. So you will eventually quite possibly be traveling and being some sort of spiritual teacher, mentor, something along those lines. But travel looks like a very prominent part of your future. And it feels very pleasurable kind of travel. So even if it's for work, you're being able to enjoy yourself while you're working as well. Woo, that was trust. Trust that this endeavor was divinely inspired and divinely guided. And then you got this, girl. You got this. So trust your feelings and dreams to guide your career path. So if you followed your heart, and that's what this career path is, that heart is shining. And it's going to bring you that beautiful abundance. Again, it may not be overnight, and it may not be in the time that our egos always want it to be in, but it will be here. It will. So I hope that resonated and brought you some guidance, Monica. Thanks again. All right, Jessui, it is your turn, my friend. Go ahead and post your first question. We'll get right into it for you. Oh my. Back. They're already telling me I need to start with the music oracles for Jesui's first question, which might be something. I'm not sure yet. Get them all shuffled up. I actually use these to select the cover piles. I shuffled them out and let 3 awesome cards flop out for the pick a card I filmed today. Which, let's see, what was it? Oh, who are you becoming? That was an idea that I had. For a while now, I just never knew the right time to actually orchestrate this idea. So who are you becoming is the pick a card that's not my next pick a card going live. That will actually be what's next for you. That one will be live Monday. This, what you're becoming, who are you becoming, or who you are evolving into, will be live next Thursday, I believe. But I am going to be out of town next weekend, so I won't be live on my this channel on Saturday. I will be live this Saturday, but not the 25th, the following Saturday. So I might or might not have 1, maybe 2 pick a cards next week. I haven't quite figured out my schedule, but at least 1 pick a card, which the very first one would be the one I said before that. Which one was it? Oh, what's next for you? Pick a card. We'll be live sometime next week for sure. All right, Jessui. Did she already post her question? Maybe I'm just missing it. I don't know. Oh, but Abby, I missed this earlier. As also a soulmate's higher self came in when I was just sitting outside, and it was so clear it actually made me jump. So whatever that love card means, it probably is related to that. That's so cool. Awesome. I love that. Thanks for sharing. Oh, can Spirit please show me some insight into my spirit guides? Okay, that's Jesui's question. Cool. All right, Spirit, let's give Jessui some insight into her spirit guides, please. And some of these musicians are actually deceased. So maybe you're working with a deceased musician. I don't know. Miriam Makeba. Oh man, I have never heard of her. Does anyone know who she is? Maybe I'm gonna have to Google real quick and see what's going on. She's beautiful. Miriam Makeba, South African songwriter. Oh, she passed away in November of 2008. Mama Africa was her nickname. She was a singer from South Africa, songwriter, actress, United Nations, Goodwill, ... it cut off. Wow, let's see the guidance here, at the very least. But she is a very motherly energy, this guide that is working with you primarily right now, Jessui. Very motherly energy. I'm not actually reading this as your actual mother, although I know she is working with you and is a guide of yours. I love Richard Simmons too. What are we talking about with Richard Simmons? Remember Richard Simmons? He loved dancing and living and never cared what anyone else thought of or he was judged. I love Richard Simmons. Literally, I sent my mom this the other day. I will prove it. And we're going to get back to your question, Jessui. I promise. I just want to prove to you that I love Richard Simmons as well. Let me find it. Just give me a minute. Wasn't that long ago. Couldn't have been that long ago. Oh, come on. Where is it, Spirit? I'll take all night. Oh, man. Where is it? Maybe it was on, oh, it was on text, not on Messenger. Find my mom. Okay, where are we at here? Richard Simmons! Some dude falling down in the shower. He's not naked though. But yes, Richard Simmons. I love me some Richard Simmons. We used to do Sweat Into the Oldies as kids constantly. Like we would put that on and just jam out like nobody's business for like how many 45-ish minutes, 48 minutes long, and just have the time of our lives every time, even though we had watched it and seen it so much that the tape, I'm from the VHS era, but the tape like had those like you watch it so much it kind of gets the kind of snow through the lines of it. Yeah. We wore that tape out, I'm just saying. I love it. But yes, with this Miriam Makeba card, Jessui, it says here, if the times are broken, it is our job to mend them. And really, she's talking about in this card the times we're living in. If what we're living in right now is broken, all these systems are broken, the world is broken, it is our job to fix and mend them. So you don't have to go out and be this warrior in the world, but just fixing your own life, fixing your own issues, your own habits will send that ripple effect out into the world. So we don't have to go conquer the world and save the whole world. Just starting within and starting with yourself. That's what this guide is helping you do. She is a very motherly energy. She's now saying she's from Sirius. So she is in your star family, Jessui, from Sirius. You've had incarnations with her on the star Sirius. Well, the planets that revolve around the star Sirius, however you want to call that. But it says, your joy makes fools of your oppressors. So living your light, being your authentic light and having fun and not letting other people's bad moods bring you down is also something she is helping you with. And in an age of liars, the truth is dynamic. So speaking your truth, even if your voice shakes, and just because everybody believes something about the world and about you and about everything else doesn't make it true. So when you know something to be true, shout that truth from the rooftops. And if other people don't believe it, who cares, right? I mean, you're living your life, you're doing your thing. Let's get one more word of advice for Jessui about spirit guide. I want to really rephrase your question so that I got it right. Let me scroll up. So spirits show me some insight into your spirit guides. Yeah. So they're more actually wanting to talk about you than me talk about them, if that makes sense. But oh, you remember seeing him being dead on oh, wow. I actually heard people talking about that Mandela effect, but I didn't actually experience that one. But I experienced a lot of Mandela effects, Big John Trucking. I really do. But yeah, your guides, Jessui, want to talk more about you than about them. But your wish is granted. They really want to help you. They want to come in and just save the day for you, but they know they can't do that. So they have to kind of give you little nudges and pushes in the direction of your dreams. But it says what you've asked for is coming true. And interesting, both of these lovely ladies here are wearing something on their head. So I don't know if you have been felt called or have been feeling to wear like headscarves or hats or beanies. I don't know. But they're really showing you protecting your crown chakra energy is really the message I'm getting from this. Yeah, the Berenstain Bears, I still call them the Berenstain Bears, not Berenstain, because I remember they were Berenstain Bears when I was in elementary school and all the way up till I first heard of the Mandela effect. And then I had major cognitive dissonance. I'm like, I know it was Berenstain, but it's always been Berenstain, so okay, whatever. And it kind of messed with me that day, and then I went on with my life. But I heard about that in like 2015. Then I had my awakening in 2016, and it all went blown wide open for me. But yeah, Shazam! Oh my God, yes, Shazam! I remember that with Sinbad. He was a genie. The kids' parents were dead, and he was helping them, like be really just a great person in their life that they needed somebody. And I just watched a thing recently where Sinbad's kids actually came out and said, yeah, he was never in that, just so y'all know. But he was. I didn't own that VHS, but I remember checking it out from the video store. I remember. All right, let's get one more word of advice or guidance or any information about these spirit guides that are working with Jessui, besides that loving energy of that feminine. Well, we have here composure. They're really highlighting you, Jessui. That's what they want to talk about. But we have another guide who's in the more divine masculine side. You may feel him coming in on your right side, unless you're backwards like me. My father-in-law, he says, I'm built backwards. My feet smell and my nose runs. No, but I'm built backwards in such a way that my more dominant male guides come in on the left, which is the feminine, and my divine or my more feminine guides and Kurt Cobain and even Jesus come in on the right side, which is the masculine. But I've got them reversed for some reason. It's weird. But composure. They're really highlighting this beautiful healing energy you have in your hands. You may feel your hands are cold or hot at times that are kind of goes against the temperature and the weather. Like, wow, why are my hands so cold? Or why are my hands so hot? That's letting you know that healing energy is coming on hot, coming online, coming on deck. And that heart chakra energy is where this is coming from. It's coming in first to your heart. So weird little vibratory kind of weird feelings in your chest, in your heart, like it skips like 4 or 5 beats in a row, like brrr, brrr. Like mine does that once in a while too. But there's major upgrades going on in those areas. So even just feeling out of breath, just not even doing anything that elaborate, like you may be experiencing that as well. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing for your first question anyway, Jessui. Yeah, I'm still taking donations. Absolutely. We're here for it. It's only 8:16. I'm doing really well with time. It's only an hour and 16 minutes into this live. Oh, you remember that after I had my kid, I looked in my old book box and saw that the spelling was different. It was spooky. Yeah, so crazy. I think Shazam was part of a different timeline. I think that there were some what we would consider kind of catastrophic timelines that really converged in 2012, and also in 2014 there was another big one that I've tuned into. This is just me speaking from my own inner guidance and what I've tuned into, nothing I've read anywhere. And also another really huge one in 2016. And then again, 2017, 2018, like every year since 2012, right before that, it was 2008, 2009, kind of between those years, there was a big shift. And then it kind of stayed relatively the same until 2012. But then 2012, it started happening every 2 years, 2012, 2014, 2016. And then after 2016, it started happening every year, and then now in 2020, 2021, it's happening multiple times a year. Like things are speeding up. I mean, the poles literally are shifting as we speak. The poles are in the shift. They're shifting. The magnetic poles are about 40% shifted from where they were. Man, what was the date? I can never remember. I don't remember the guy's name. Maverick Star Reloaded, I think. He talks about this pole shift stuff every single day or every couple times a week at the very least. So you can check that out. But yeah, things are shifting. And we have avoided a lot of catastrophic timelines, and that's why we're experiencing these weird kind of holdovers and timeline residue from the way we remember it. Because in my opinion, the whole ET home phone, he never pointed up and goes, ET home phone. What does that even mean? It's ET phone home, people. Come on. But when I watched that, I'm like, no, I know in my bones, because my brother and sister and I used to always say that and make fun of it and be funny with it and blah. And it's not right. It's not the way I remember. It's so triggering. All right. So that was Jesui's first question, I believe. Oh, and you're at work always wearing hoodies. And I said the other day I was going to start wearing gloves. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. Yes, and that's exactly what we're talking about here with these cards. So funny. But they're really showing me with that one card too. I don't know if you live in an area where there's just a lot of EMF frequencies like 5G and Wi-Fi and all of that. Maybe even smart meters. Like if you live in an apartment, or if you look on the outside of the building you're living in, and you see there's a smart meter on the outside. Yeah, it's a lot of radiation. It's a lot for the old brain. So they actually sell beanies that are like EMF blocking beanies now, which is really cool. Okay, so Question 2, what is the most prominent theme for clearing my energy or body right now? Is that what you're saying, right now? What is the most prominent theme for clearing my energy or body right now? Maybe. Let's see. We're going back to the Light Series Tarot. We'll start here and get some additional guidance from some of the. They're telling me to get this one as well. So, oh, and this one. Okay, they got a lot to say, Jessui. So I'm just gonna listen. I'm just gonna shut up and listen. Okay, no worries, no worries. All right, what is the most prominent theme for cleansing Jesui's energy and body right now? Anything she needs to know about cleansing her body? Whoa, lots is going on here. Okay, they're telling me there's 3 that are kind of off to the side by themselves, kind of like this, and then these 3 kind of went in a stack, and there was a hair connected, but it's gone now. It's a theme for me. There's just hair everywhere. Okay, there it is. Let's get you out of there. Okay, so they're telling me these ones are the ones we need to go to. Okay, wow. Yes, I can see why there is this kind of, there we go. My little like backrest of this thing was way up here, and I've been leaning forward the whole time, I think. There, that's more comfortable. But wow, as far as your energy goes, there was a lot of cleansing or clearing you did recently. To me, though, this feels like something that actually happened in your sleep. I don't know if you're even aware of it. This could have been a dream you experienced or just an energetic feeling like you woke up really tired. But there was a major energetic clearing of old energy while you were asleep. They're telling me it was Tuesday 2 weeks ago. So whatever date that was, maybe looking back, if you have any kind of dream journal from that time, maybe you remember things. I'm not sure. But there was a big clearing of house. Anytime I draw the 8 of Pentacles in this deck, it's like she's getting ready to move. She's got all her stuff kind of divvied up into different categories, ready to get some moving boxes and get on the move, moving to a new location. So I'm seeing that when you are able to move to a new location, you're going to be able to experience better energy. It's just maybe where you're currently at is not ideal for your like energy. And again, going back to the at night thing, like sleeping, sleepless nights, nightmares, insomnia, waking up, tossing and turning, just having negative or really dark thoughts at night. And Spirit's showing me too, Jessui, these aren't even your thoughts. These are thoughts that are kind of being given or directed to you from like entities that are in the area. And there's nothing to be scared about. I mean, think of it this way. There are entities everywhere. We just can't see them for the most part. Some of us can, some of us can't. But what I see with this is they're just in the area you're in, there are specific energies or entities that will kind of feed off of, and this is common for everybody, so don't freak out that it's only you. What I see is there are certain, like, if you notice, this is interesting. I don't know if there's stairs in where you're at or like a couple of stairs. They're showing me a set of stairs where you live that it could even be like off a porch is what I'm seeing. But they're showing me that there are a lot of people that trip on those stairs, and you've like looked at these stairs, or you will look at these stairs and be like, well, why does everyone trip here? Or there's nothing wrong with this. It's like an energetic kind of vortex where these little entities like to cause mischief. And even if you like drop something in the kitchen and then one of the kids trips and falls, and then like, I don't know if you have any pets or anything, and then there's like something else going on, it feels like boom, 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 like one accident, another, but nothing major. Oh, the steps to get into your house. That's it. And I'm seeing like light blue color around there. I don't know if you live in a light blue house or if there's something light blue next to the stairs, but they're showing me that kind of light blue color. But what I'm seeing with this is there's just some clearing you can do using sage, Palo Santo, just your own intentions, and just connecting to your guidance system and asking them to just kind of clear the area, cleanse the area. Lighting candles is another good way. Just having plants around will be another good way to bring some nature in and all of that to clear this energy of what's going on where you're at. Also, I want to get back to your actual initial question. The prominent theme for clearing that energy, just being aware of how you're being affected by the people around you, the energy around you, the surroundings, if there's too much clutter, if you're confused about just anything. But we have here the Three of Pentacles, which is a beautiful collaboration card. So to me, this feels like you, your boyfriend, your kids kind of working together. Like I'm seeing like a family game night or a project, something fun you guys can do as a family. That will really help clear the energy as well. Any negative kind of lingering energy around you can be kind of taken care of that way. But I'm also seeing this collaboration as you connecting to spirit, specifically Archangel Raphael, and asking him to heal and clear the energy around you. Also, Saint Germain, the violet flame of transformation. Look into that if you haven't heard about that. That's something very powerful. There's also something with the moon phases and your connection to the moon. Maybe you've been complaining lately that you can't connect to the moon the way that you once did, or maybe you can't see the moon very well from your house. But there's something about the moon that's really going to help you energetically with this. Your middle baby is always falling. Oh no, thinking of putting some crystal on top of each door, but I don't know which one. They're showing me, okay, it's interesting you say that because I did pull the crystal deck to talk about. They're showing me like almost like a kind of this color of crystal, kind of greenish blue. I want to say aquamarine, but they're telling me that's not right. Okay, aventurine, green aventurine. I've heard of it. I don't know the properties because I don't personally myself have a green aventurine, but look into that. They're saying that would be very beneficial for your home, your environment, your energy. Anyone in the comments, or sorry, the chat, knows anything about green aventurine, go ahead and let us have it. Let us know all the things. We also have here topaz, which there is also a green topaz. See this kind of greeny topaz? Forgiveness heals. Time to release repressed anger as it's blocking your health and happiness. So releasing any anger, any resentment, old wounds that are coming up, allow yourself to feel these emotions because you can feel them and start to heal them. You got to feel them to heal them to deal with them, as I always say on my channel. So I hope that resonates for you, Jessui. And then for question 3, I'm going to put these away. And then we'll get into question 3 for Jessui. Maybe that light blue, it's interesting because I said green aventurine, but sometimes I see that green aventurine almost being kind of that aqua blue color. Maybe maybe that light blue I was seeing was you putting it near the house or near the steps, the entryway there. Get very calming, refreshing energy from green aventurine, very cleansing and comforting to the heart. That is awesome because also topaz does resonate beautifully with the heart as well. So maybe looking into topaz and green aventurine. And gold, but that's expensive because the gold card just fell out. But it says here, divine intervention, God sends miracles to answer sincere prayers. So asking God, asking angels, crossover loved ones for help and protection, you will absolutely get it. And also Archangel Michael is like master at protection. Anytime you need some protection, you call on Archangel Michael. I don't think he can help you with like the kind of protection, like if you're about to get down and dirty, but like other kinds of protection, he could definitely help with. That was a bad joke, Amanda. And I apologize for my malfeasance. Oh, and it dissolves negative emotions. And that card about the, releasing repressed anger and wounds and resentment and all that. Interesting. Ethan, you'll be right back, but if you don't come back, just wanted to know I love you all. I love you too, Ethan. Have a beautiful evening. I don't think I even got to really talk to you tonight, but I hope you're having a wonderful evening. Am I really getting that low on water already? I am just a water fiend tonight. Oh, third eye for topaz. That's a good idea too. Yeah, it definitely will resonate. There are many different colors of topaz and like moldavite. Moldavite is a green stone that resonates with both the heart and the third eye. I do know that much. Okay. What should I be aware of for the most aligned opportunities? Thank you. You are amazing. Oh, thank you. You are amazing too. All right. What's going on for Jessui? What does she need to be made aware of to be the most aligned for opportunities? Or for the most aligned opportunities? What does she need to be made aware of for the most aligned opportunities? Here's one. Oh, wow. Well, this has to do with happiness in your family. I think you had mentioned you do have 3 kids, And there's a man and wife here, or a woman and a man here, couple, let's just put it that way. And, the connection with the pets and the kids and the, kind of that family game night vibe I was getting in your other question about clearing your energy and feeling, better. This is going to be something that's very important to you, to not forget your family as you go after your dreams, is what I'm hearing, but to bring the family along for the ride and to harbor really close connections, relationships with your family members, everybody that lives under your roof, and the extended family as well. And just checking in with those that you haven't heard from in a while, that can really actually help you align to new opportunities as well. But again, with the Five of Pentacles, there may be someone in your family. To me, this was like a sister, your sister, that just feels kind of sad lately, kind of unworthy, just left out because, family game nights going on in here and she's just out here. I don't know if your sister has any children, but she's just feeling a little left out. To me, this feels more emotionally than physically. Like maybe you invite her and she's like, well, no, I'm just going to do this tonight. But there is this, it's interesting because the difference between the 5 and the 10 is 5 of Pentacles. So really, to bridge the gap from you feeling left out in the cold to having that, beautiful security and stability of the home and the family life, is the 5 of Pentacles, overcoming that feeling of lack and going without things. And 5s are all about change. So really 5 and 5 equals 10. So change and change is going to equal a new beginning, a new opportunity. So there are changes you're making around your home, in your relationships, and extended family relationships as well that you're making that are actually going to align you with really beautiful opportunities coming up. Let's get one more from this and then we'll go to that mermaid, or no, unicorn deck that I pulled out for your other one. So also we have here justice. So feeling that justice is being served in your life, in others' lives. Maybe your sister is going through something that feels unfair, or wow, she's such a good person. Why does she have to go through all these things? Is really what I'm seeing with that. But there is this sense of justice, and this could even be a prominent Libra in your life. Libra sun, moon, or rising, prominent placements within the sign of Libra. Both your sisters, oh my God, both of my sisters today, and today I lost count of how many times I saw 5-5. Wow, yes. And then we've got an 11 here with the justice. So 11:55 even, maybe you're going to see that on your clock. I don't know. But yeah, there is this sense of, justice being served, and the underdog. Oh, you're a Libra and your little sister too. So maybe there's a balance of the energies between you and your Libra sister, because we've got a white cat and a black cat here, and the white cat's kind of, and then the black cat's returning it like, so, even if you're not like physically warring with each other, to me, this feels like overcoming any past differences. This could even be as far back as childhood. It's like you're gaining common ground and seeing the good in each other to really work your way through either of you feeling left out in the cold in some way. So your family relationships really are playing a major pivotal role in aligning yourself with the optimum opportunities for you. So let's get a couple, one or two from this unicorn deck for Jessui, getting in alignment with good opportunity. Magical crystal cave. Look at that. Absolutely, Sandy. We're still here for it. We've only been live about an hour and a half, and I'm feeling good. And it's 8:33 on the clock. So we've got here 21, which adds up to 3, which is all about collaboration, completing something as well. Creative energy flowing in for you. But Magical Crystal Cave says, switch on your inner light and bring forward your gifts. So you are being called to, with that Libra energy you got earlier too, you're being called forward to bring on your gifts, balance out other areas of life that feel busy and overwhelming, to make time to bring forward your spiritual gifts, your creative gifts, your gift of gab, even like, being able to communicate in a lovely way to those you love. You're bringing this forward. So making sure you have enough time to devote to things that mean a lot to you is going to bring you in alignment with a lot of beautiful energy. We also have here on the back of the deck number 16, which adds up to 7. That's that introspective hermitude, very spiritual number that I'm always talking about here. And it says soul healing, align with your essence, see your true colors. So really getting true to yourself and what is it I want? What is it I want to do? Who is it I want to be? Because you already are that version of yourself in a future time. Future time is not as linear as we are led to believe, although when we're in the human experience, it appears very linearly, is that a word? Yeah. But you just remember, there is a future version of yourself that is living the dreams that you have in your heart right now. And if you can connect to that future more often than not, not projecting yourself so much in the future that you lose all your power, because your power is in the now moment, but checking on in with that future version of yourself, that's really going to help and benefit you to get into alignment with where that future beautiful version of Jessui is sitting on her amazing throne, because she is a queen. Yes, she is. Oh, this deck is called the Everyday Witch Tarot, and it's by, I always forget the name of it. Oh man, where did I put this? Oh, Deborah Blake. Deborah Blake is the author, creator of this deck. Okay. So we have a couple more donations coming in, Lunar. And Lunar, if at any time you do need to go, let me know. I can definitely take the list. We're not too overpowered here with numbers and all of that. I think I can handle it. Yeah, sometime in the early 2000s. Yes, it was. It might have even been like 98, 99, somewhere in there. I graduated in the year 2000. Oh, the unicorn one. No worries, no worries. Man, you would ask me. Oh, Magic of Unicorns by Diana Cooper. That's this one. Magic of Unicorns by Diana Cooper. And it is beautiful, absolutely. Such ethereal looking beings, aren't they? Magical, mystical unicorns. I love it. Okay. Is that correct? Let's see. So let me look. Steph Freeman also just donated. So after Jasmine D, we had Gitaleka Ray, Just Sandy, Pika Lee, Jordan Combs, and then Steph Freeman. Oh, Jordan Nicole. That's Jordan. Okay. Did not mean to read out your last name. I do apologize. Normally I don't do that. I just was like, I'm going to be official and read things. So scratch that from the record, everybody, please. Okay, so let me reread that just because I get all over the place. So Jasmine D was that last one that we had on the list. Then, oh, and Clutching My Pearls also donated again, I thought. Oh, I'm missing a couple things. Let me go back, because AJ also donated again after Clutching My Pearls. So AJ Evans. So after filling in right here in your list, Lunar, after Clutching My Pearls, we've got AJ Evans. Then Jasmine D. Is that what we got here? Okay. So Clutching My Pearls, Jasmine D, Gitaleka Ray, Just Sandy, Pika Lee, Jordan Nicole, and then Steph Freeman. I can type the list. Absolutely, I can do that. I will copy your list, paste your list, and then modify. Stand by, everybody. But up next, we do have Jessica Lynn, I believe, unless I called someone else already. I don't know that I did. I don't think I did. So so I'm going to go back. We're going way back in time. Okay, yeah, because Jasmine D has donated after Hey Hey. Then we've got Michelle Lynn, yes, no. Katie R. Brianna Shepherd. Make sure we're up here, okay. Then Clutching My Pearls, then AJ. Okay, now I can start typing. AJ Evans. Then it disappeared. Okay, I'm coming on back. And then Jasmine D again. So we'll just do Jasmine D times 2. Because if you donate once, that kind of holds your spot. At least how I see it anyway. Jasmine D times 2. And then Gitaleka Ray, who I've got here, times 2. Then Just Sandy. Then Pika Lee times 2. We're getting it. We're getting it in. Okay, Just Sandy, Pika Lee. Oh, I should type right. Lee times 2. Then Jordan Nicole. Then Steph Freeman Art. Okay. And I think I'm going to go ahead and put a little thing up there saying donations are closed because I think I've got more. Oh, I've got so much that I can't even post the whole list. Interesting. But if I just delete some of this stuff up for Deva, I'll just put Anna because we know who Anna is. So Jessica Lynn, I'm going to delete your name off of here because you're going next. That'll give me room to get Anna on here. Ruthie Deva. Okay. I'm just going to write Anna because I ran out of space. Anna. One card. Okay, that should do her. I'm going to copy and paste. That is our list. Okay. There we go. That's what we've got going on. So, and I'm pretty sure that order's right. I'm going to go ahead and delete the pinned comment and say donations are closed. Oh, I did spell it right. Closed. Okay. Housekeeping in order. Okay. So now we have Jessica Lynn's question. Did she already post it? I'm not sure. I just want to make sure I didn't miss it. Oh, bye, Abby. I probably missed you. It's been a minute. Have a good evening. And thanks to all my patrons. Abby is one of my patrons. She's awesome. Yeah, we're having so much fun over there on Patreon. I am loving it. Okay, so where am I? Jessica Lynn is next. I did scroll back a bit. Yep, I did receive your donation, AJ. Got you all squared away here. And Jasmine D sent another donation. We got that squared away. I do remember Curious George having a tale. I think this whole Mandela talk needs to be something that we dive into on one of my Patreon live streams. Dr. Lupo, that some of you know from his Lupo Lithomancy Crystal Tarot that he does, he actually was a Mandela Effect channel for a very long time, and it gained him a very big following. He got up to 100,000 subscribers, having like roundtable discussions about all the different Mandela effects week after week, and he got really burned out on the Mandela Effect talk. But if there's anyone I want to talk to about the Mandela Effect too, it would be him. So maybe I can convince him, twist his arm, to come on and talk about it one time. I don't know, but since I discovered it, have been fascinated. That is for sure. Okay, Jessica Lynn has been in hermit mode. Oh, I should probably pin this donation close comment. There we go. Been in hermit mode for a long time. I don't feel as connected to my family and friends anymore. I feel like they don't understand me, so feeling lonely. I assume it's the dark night of the soul. Yes, that can actually take on that lonely feeling, just feeling kind of left out. Once you awaken and you realize that you are not who you thought you were, the people aren't who you thought they were, the world isn't what you thought it was, and just all things, it can be lonely. And just, especially those that awaken, it's like having to do the small talk and just go through the daily motions and the gossip and the, oh, did you catch this show? Like, I mean, there are times and places for all of that. Maybe not the gossip. There's probably never a time and place for that, but as humans, we do it anyway. But it's like those kinds of connections aren't very deep. And when you awaken, you're ready for something deeper. And then you realize when you awaken that a lot of the connections you have were very shallow. Even the ones that are people you've known forever and family members. It's like, wow, we're only connected by maybe trauma bonds or just very shallow things. And it really does take you to the depths of things to really focus on, well, how can I connect to people deeper if they think I'm crazy for the things that I talk about? Yeah, so let's feel into this for you, Jessica Lynn. Any guidance from Spirit about this? Absolutely. Yeah, King of Wands. So this is really just asking you to take that leadership role in your own life and just, it's like I just heard, build it, they will come. If you build it, they will come. That line from Field of Dreams. And that in and of itself is a Mandela effect. Because now the voice says, build it and he will come. He who? God? Uncle Sam? Like, who's on the way? Like, I don't know. You think build it and they will come. Wow, I'm getting major chills now. So this is about you just being that deep, beautiful, authentic version of yourself. And if your deep thinking and deep conversations scare people, it was meant to. But this could be also you going on some sort of trip, because he's pointing to a place here on a map, and he's looking at his cat like, yeah, let's take a trip. So maybe after you going on some sort of significant or special trip, maybe something you already have planned. If not, this is something you can still make a plan for. Even if you're not going that far away, it doesn't have to be across the world or anything. But there's going to be a very significant trip that feels very spiritually aligned for you, that will then start putting you in alignment with more soul family and soul tribe members. But when I had my awakening to Jessica Lynn, I realized the same thing. Like, a lot of the relationships I had were very shallow, very one-sided, with not like, oh, I'm the one doing all the work or they're the one doing all the work, but one-sided with like each relationship had one kind of theme to it, or one thing I had in common with them, but well, be like beyond that, it was like, not much. And it really got me to have to reach out online and find my tribe online a lot before I really could find them in person. But then as I just started living that authentic light, they started showing up. And people that I've known since I was young and in high school would start messaging me and letting me know, hey, yeah, like, I think I'm going through a spiritual awakening, because I didn't care anymore. I'm like, I gotta be me. I'm gonna go on Facebook and talk about spiritual awakening and dark nights of the souls and Kundalini awakenings and sharing very beautiful spiritual insight. And people, even if they didn't comment and were confused by it at the time, like, it planted a seed and they started listening. So I really do see you kind of following a similar path in that, and just shining your beautiful light anyway, just doing the thing anyway, even if you're just sharing a quick little inspirational quote on your social media, or letting someone know how much you care about them. That can really go a long way. But with this Four of Swords, I think your soul is just a little bit tired of having to put on that false mask and show up in a world that is so fake. You're so over it. You're so done with it. So don't do it anymore. You don't have to do it anymore. Just start showing up, in small doses of that authenticity, and people will start understanding and accepting you for who it is that you really are. And then you can start leaning into that. I'm still getting donations, people. Oh no, oh my gosh, so much is going on here. Clumsy me once again. We have another donation coming in after Steph Freeman from Elizabeth Jennings. So we will get you on the list, and then after that, I think anyone who donates after now will have to be a holdover to Saturday's live stream, just so I do and am able to get to bed before midnight tonight. Because that morning alarm goes off pretty early when the kids have school. And I gotta get up bright and early and get some things done. Okay, what's going on? Let's see. Yes, there will be a group chat on Patreon. I'm trying to get my Discord set up, and man, yeah, it's just taking me a minute. But let's finish up with Jessica Lynn's. That's where I was before I got completely sidecarred by the little donation coming in. So we've got here lost in space, needing direction. Yes, but you're at the end of that cycle where you feel lost and thrown about and tossed to the waves. If you're still in that cycle, look at that though. You're coming to the end of it. You're closing it out, and you won't need direction anymore because you're pointing your own direction out. Like I had said already, you're choosing your own path. You're choosing your own destiny here, and you're going to follow through with that. Also, we have here the number 54, which is another 9. So maybe you're seeing 9s everywhere, double 9, 999. But the crossing, initiation, you're leaving one realm and crossing into another. You're raising your vibration enough that soul tribe will find you. You will find them, they will find you. But much like myself, I think it's going to start online. That's just kind of the name of the game. That's how all of us starseeds, light workers, earth angels, rainbows, indigos, crystals, whatever you want to label or not label yourself as, That's how we find each other. And then as you build that confidence being your authentic self with people online, you start to just let that leak into who you are in person as well. So continue doing what you're doing and then just bringing in new doses of your beautiful authenticity. And then on the back of the deck, Magician's Sword, confidence in your magic. Confidence, that is the name. I mean, ultimate confidence king right here, that King of Wands. Major Leo energy, major Aries and Sagittarius energy. Confidence, absolutely. So you got this, Jessica. Just reach out to those who are like-minded. I mean, again, I'm building this kind of soul tribe. I mean, anytime I'm like, let's build a family. If you don't fit in your family, we'll be the family for you. That sounds so culty, and I don't mean it that way. But like, you know, we deserve to have someone to lean on and to talk to and that understands what we're going through. And that is exactly what we're building on Patreon. It's just become really difficult to build that like on YouTube, even on this small channel that I have here, because you know, there are random people coming and going, but when you have that dedicated group where you can go and you know it's safe and you already know the people that are there because they're there day after day, you just start to get that camaraderie and you don't feel so alone. So I hope that resonated for you, Jessica Lynn. Ooh, knocked into my water. Okay, up next we've got Hey Hey, and then Jasmine D, you've got your 2 questions. Okay, hi Amanda. I have been seeing the number 111 for a while now. Me too, majorly. But it says, is this my spirit guides trying to tell me something, or could it be my uncle Juan who passed away a few months ago? Let's see. Let's just see. We'll ask first if it's your spirit guides, then we'll ask if it's your uncle Juan, then we'll just ask if it's something else. We'll just kind of do that. So is this 1111 being sent from Keihe's spirit guides? Is this being sent from her uncle Juan? Or is this being sent from some other source that we have not asked about? Okay, wow. So I really do think it is your uncle Juan, because we have here in the near future, Spirit's going to be sending you more things. I think Spirit's been talking to you in other numbers and something to do with birds or angels even, something with wings, something that flies, something very air energy is what Spirit's been communicating with you. This is your uncle Juan, absolutely. And we asked, is this someone else that we haven't asked? It says it's up to you. So I'm really seeing communicate clearly here. He is communicating clearly, and you have gotten the memo. You've gotten the message. So Uncle Juan is with you. So let's see what message he has for you, because obviously he's wanting to get your attention, because the number 1111 is all about awakening, waking up to your true purpose, your highest, vision of who you're going to be on this planet. Finding soul family members, creating stability and security in your life. That's all these things that number talks about. Okay, here we are. Stairway to Heaven. So any messages, and also there's my other one. Did I say Stairway to Heaven? I always say that. I always call this my Stairway to Heaven deck. It's called Talking to Heaven, but there's a Stairway to Heaven on the back of the card. So of course I'm going to call it that. But if you're interested in buying this deck, it's actually called Talking to Heaven by James Van Prague, who is an amazing medium. Okay. I kept thinking about when our teacher in elementary used to pronounce his name one. Oh my goodness. That's so crazy. All right. All right. Getting them all shuffled up. What does he want Keihe to know? Oh, he's your same age. He's your mom's youngest brother. Well, he's letting you know he has a new understanding of the way that the world operates, the way that the world works, and the way that spirit and the 3D world communicate with each other. He has a whole new understanding, and even of limiting beliefs. I do hear this was a very tragic end to his life. So he's telling me that whatever he was struggling with at the time, or even before leading up to his death, he has a new understanding of why and ways he could have done things better, but he's of course not living in that regret or woulda, shoulda, coulda, but he's making plans to fix or amend some things that he didn't do the way he kind of hoped he had in this incarnation. All right, what else is he wanting to say to Hey? I had to leave that way. So his death in the exact way that he went out, and I'm getting major chills down both of my legs now, but the way that he went out, there were soul contracts in that for your mom, for his parents, for, you know, the legacy that he's leaving behind. He had to leave that way because there was a lot for everybody in the family and friends and people that he associated with to learn from the way he passed, when he passed, how he passed, all the things. Let's see if we can get a specific message now to Hey about Hey. Anything he wants her to know? All right, we have here listen, which you are picking up these signs for sure. You have to be willing to listen if you want to really understand. And you did get that communicate clearly card here in this deck as well. I already put it away, but communicate clearly. So listening, half of communication is, you know, talking, and then the other half is listening. So he's really highlighting the listening portion of this for you. You have to be willing to listen if you want to really understand someone. Now is not the time to be offering advice, but to be a compassionate listener. To listen fully and intently means to pay attention, not to just what's being said, but to what lies beneath the words. So maybe someone's coming at you saying something, but it's their hurt that's talking. They don't mean the words they're saying. They're actually coming from a place of hurt. So there may be, this feels to me someone very significant in your life that maybe has been going through a rough time as well, that they just want to be seen. They just want to be heard. And maybe they've been kind of acting out a little bit to get that attention that they need. But it's up to you, I think, as your role in this to listen to them. There's something that you need to know. But let's get one more word of advice from Uncle Juan for Hey. Okay. We've got a new romantic cycle begins. So that could be with a significant other. If you don't have a significant other, this just could be your own self-love. I'm really seeing this new love of life, new just rejuvenation for life. He left at age 33, the same age as Jesus was. A fun fact from the priest at his funeral. Oh, wow. Yeah, that is the age that Jesus died. Wow. So now he's telling me, not only are you going to be seeing 1111, I'm going to start sending you 33 just to really confirm that it's me sending you these signs. Okay, so be on the lookout for those 33s and 333 even. He's going to go all out, all in, and say he's sending you a license plate that says 3333. So 4 3s in a row. You're not going to be able to miss it if you're paying attention. But yeah, a new romantic cycle is beginning for you, and that's what he wants you to know with all these messages he's sending you. So I hope that resonated for you. Okay, so up next, we've got Jasmine D. Go ahead and post your first question, then we'll get into your second question. And yeah, I better pick up the pace a little bit. I'm just talking. All right. Okay. So let me see. Yeah, Elizabeth Jennings was our very last donation for the night there. Let's see. You are so welcome, Hey. Absolutely. What's one more? Go ahead, a la mama. Go ahead. What's one more? I can honor that. I will do my best to just get through all this list. So Jasmine D. So here's the deal, guys. If you're kind of coming up next on the list, be ready to post your questions so we can roll right into it. Otherwise, I might have to kind of leapfrog over you to the next person just to keep it moving so I'm not here till midnight. Not that I don't want to be. I love being live. I love hanging out with you guys. But yeah, I still need to go to bed at some point tonight. All right. Her first question is, what is coming toward me in my love life? All right. Where are we going, Spirit? Oh, they're telling me to go to the White Newman Tarot. What is coming in hot for Jasmine D in her love life? Ooh, got something going on. Nine of Wands. So you're very close to something. You're very close to accomplishing your goal. Especially if you feel you've been single just a hot minute too long, or wow, when is this singlehood gonna end? I'm ready for this relationship. If, especially Jasmine D, if you have worked on yourself and really worked on that self-love, self-care, working through past issues in other past relationships, unrequited love, old crushes, old exes, just really working through any weird relationship dynamics, patterns, resentment, guilt, wounds, trauma, boom, 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 all of it. If you've been working on that, this lets you know that you're almost to the finish line of being single and just being on your own. It's coming to a close very soon. But again, I don't want to just give a bunch of timelines because the timelines are constantly shifting, and I could tell you it's going to happen next week, but maybe you decide not to go to Safeway and you were meant to meet this person at Safeway, but because you didn't go, now you've delayed that by another couple weeks or a month. I don't know. So Spirit likes to tell me to give timelines with a grain of salt, but soon is the timeline they're giving me here. So when I get that word soon from Spirit, it can mean anywhere from later today to 2 to 3 years from now. So grain of salt with that soon message. But just know it can happen anytime, really. But yes, you really have worked through a lot of that, just having to prove yourself or having to stand up for what you know is right in past relationships. Maybe you didn't feel like the communication was very well, or that you would tell people how you feel and it just didn't register. They didn't get it. They didn't empathize. They didn't understand. But you're moving through that old cycle and even closing that out. And there may have even been just limiting beliefs around, well, I'll probably never find someone that's right for me, that you've struggled through in your life, that you're overcoming these limiting beliefs. Because look, your wish is coming true. You've got the star here. This is powerful. So don't give up, because this person is coming in. And like I tell all my wonderful singles here on the channel, you don't have to wait to meet this person. You can connect to their higher self right now. Oh, you can hold me over until Saturday. Oh, as long as you don't mind, no worries. The link is in the description, a la mama. If you want to send that, I did delete it from the top of the chat here. But yeah, if you want to hold over, otherwise you can hang out with the party, and we'll just go ahead and see where we get. So much work has been done. Yeah, you're doing it because your wish is about to pay off. Or come true. Your hard work's about to pay off. Because I call this my Olympic athlete card. This person has been through it. This person has been through the blood, the sweat, the tears, and they're about ready to have their moment and shine. It's coming, and shining star, moment in the sun, shining. Wow. So let's get a message from your person's higher self for you, Jasmine D. And then you can go ahead and post a second question while I do this. We have here, manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. What did I say? Your wish is about to come true. And they even use the word soon. Look at that. Yeah. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. So follow your intuition, follow your heart. Because like I said, there are multiple times or multiple places that we have potentially to meet our significant other, so that if we're just not feeling it that day and we don't go to Safeway, like I said earlier, it can still happen for you at a later date. But just following your intuition will bring you in alignment with this person. And this person, I think, knows this. And this person does work from a place of their heart a lot. They trust their intuition very well. So take a page from their book and start trusting your intuition. That is super exciting. I love that. Oh, yay. Some good news in love. Again, remember, soon, take that with a grain of salt and continue to work on you, be the queen that you are, and just enjoy your life. Like I was telling someone else earlier, once you become in a committed relationship, and especially if it goes the distance, is a long-term relationship, your single days will then be behind you. So enjoy them while you have them. All right. So Jasmine D's second question, what can I expect in the next 3 months? So Michelle Lynn, you can go ahead and post your yes or no question right now, and we'll get into it right after that. And then Katie R, you're on deck. And then Brianna Shepherd is after Katie R. So what can Jasmine D expect in the next 3 months? We're going to go over here to this cute little spacious tarot. We got going on for Jasmine D in the next 3 months? What can she expect? Ooh, we got some stuff going on. Wow, okay. Like we had that 9 of Wands. Remember, just keep going. You're almost there. In that last reading, we now progression to the 10 of Wands. So there may be something coming up in these next 3 months that feels a little heavy, a little just, man, when is enough enough? But you're going to overcome that, remember, because that athlete pushes through, gets the thing done, and that's that. But you also have that paired up with strength. So you're going to have that inner and outer strength to finish and accomplish everything you need to do as far as your healing goes, as far as just life, mundane daily doings, that you're going to have that inner strength to really go through and get through. And then this one fell out as well. Elder of Wands. So this is the King of Wands. So this is you taking that leadership role in your life to accomplish and do what you need to do. And interesting, we have Leo energy and possible Leo energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius here with this card too. So if you're not a Leo or have prominent placements within Leo, this could be a Leo in your life, someone with Sun, Moon, Rising, or other placements within Leo that is really aiding you and helping you and kind of carrying some of that burden with you and not just watching you suffer and do it alone. All right, what else is coming in for Jasmine D in the next 3 months? I have Living on a Prayer stuck in my head, to be honest, so this resonates a lot. Yes. Let's see what this song is telling her as well as any other guidance. Stillness. Reflect on this moment with love, kindness, and compassion. So yeah, there is a lot of busyness, a lot of struggle, a lot of work going on in the external and internal even. But allow yourself those moments, those days, those times to just be. It's like I always say on my channel, we're not human doings, we're human beings. So be that beautiful human. And you're that Leo. Well, then this is just you definitely relying on yourself first and foremost, but there may be other people coming in hot to help out. And we've got, let's see, I'm really focused on those white swords or white wands. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 4. 4 of Wands is about your happily ever after, your happy ending. So this is good stuff. Again, it's just going to feel a little busy, a little consuming for a moment, but you have the power to get through this, and just make sure you're doing that self-love and self-care. Speaking of self-care, let's get you also a self-care message for the next 3 months, Jasmine. Stillness and alone time. So there is this need to also be alone, be a little bit of a hermit for a while to really feel into that inner strength and know what's next for you. And even putting down the burdens that may be other people's burdens or things you said yes to that you really wanted to say no to. And moving forward, being able to say no as that complete sentence when someone asks you to do something and you really don't feel it. You don't have to make an excuse or try to qualify that word no with anything. You can just say no or no thank you, and that is enough. But with this alone time here, I think it's going to come after this phase of you feeling more introspective. And I'm not feeling like you're lonely. This is not that kind of aloneness. This is not loneliness. This is feeling alone, but feeling very whole and complete on your own. And when you start feeling that way in your day-to-day life, got that 2. That's when you're going to know that that partner is coming in hot, because that 2 is about partnership. So possibly, quite possibly over these next 3 months, you're getting more in touch with your inner environment as a result of maybe some of the struggles that are going on in the external, maybe even internal, but as a result of you feeling your way through these struggles and making progress, you're getting into the stillness, and then right on the horizon after that is this new love coming in. At least that's how Spirit is laying this out. Again, take the word soon with a grain of salt, but things are really shaping up for you to change and shift in ways that you're really going to feel like, okay, I feel more in control of my life. Remember that Elder of Wands, that King of Wands. This is someone who feels very in control and just motivated day to day to do what they know they need to do and what they want to do even. It's not all about duty and I must do this, I must do that. No, this is about happiness and excitement and inspiration and taking that leadership role in the direction of your dreams. And that's what you've been doing. Oh, you've been seeing 222 a lot. That's awesome. And because it got left over here, I didn't even pick it up with the rest of the deck. We've also got the Explorer of Wands, which is the Knight of Wands. So from the Knight to the King. So you might start out feeling like, okay, I'm doing the thing, but I don't really know where I'm going. And then there is a little bit of burnout that can come with that Knight of Wands. But by the time you reach the King of Wands, he has recovered from that burnout period and he's ready to take on the day. All right. I got another donation coming in. Oh no. I can probably do this. I can see what's going on here. All right. Up next, Michelle Lynn already has her question. Thank you so much for that. Katie R., you are on deck. You can probably post your question to Katie R. and then Brianna, go ahead and be ready. And then Clutching My Pearls and AJ, you're on deck after that. Oh, no worries. I can totally do this. Oh, Steph wants to be held over for sure. Okay, so I'm actually going to write that down so that I don't totally forget that. Not that I would ever forget the lovely Steph, but I just want to make sure that I'm not getting anyone. So Steph Freeman Art, we will definitely revisit hers on Saturday. Okay. I really did not expect the turnout we've had tonight, which I am definitely not complaining about, but I can do it. I can do it. All right, I'm going to put my list here for now. My pen over here. Okay. So I can definitely take over the list. So Seth Freeman Art will be our holdover. Elizabeth Jennings, we've got, I don't know if I ever added her. Just make sure. Let me do a little bit of housekeeping here. Double check here. And a la Mama, I don't think I ever saw your donation come through unless you are Soba, which I don't think Soba changed her name. Let's see. Let me just clean up my list. Okay, so Michelle Lynn has her yes/no question already posted. So Katie R will be on deck. Okay. And then Brianna, Clutching My Pearls, AJ. Okay. Let me just see here. Make sure I'm caught up with everything. Awesome. Katie's already got her question posted. Thank you so much for that. So Michelle Lynn says, you mentioned in a past reading that I will be closing out a cycle coming up and that it could be my job. I am setting the intention that October will be the month I can leave. I know I need this vacation first, though, to make a plan and figure out my next steps. Will I hear through word of mouth a good getaway spot or Airbnb to travel to that will help me get a breakthrough? Let's just see if this place or space with Airbnb or vacation place will be heard for Michelle Lynn through word of mouth. That's okay. Oh, you are Soba. Okay, so you just changed. That's perfect. Then we're good to go. No worries. Everything is exactly as it needs to be. Yeah, I wasn't sure people change their usernames all the time, so it totally makes sense. So that is Soba. So we've got a perfect list here, it looks like. Awesome. And Elizabeth Jennings, we have on the list. I just don't know that I've seen her here in the chat, but she donated, so we'll roll with that. Have a beautiful night, Lunar. I love you. I appreciate you. Thanks again. I'll have to catch you on Saturday. If you're around and don't have to be in labor or something, I would definitely love to do a reading for you Saturday to say thank you for all of your help tonight, wrangling my list. Okay, so let me put that there. Okay, there's our updated list, I do believe. Okay, so, yes, Michelle Lynn. Getting back into it. I apologize, I'm all over the place right now, guys. Okay. So will she hear by word of mouth of a great getaway spot or Airbnb to travel to that will help her with this breakthrough? Or will she have some other synchronicity come up or idea instead? Let's put that one out there as well. All right. So they're upside down. Let's flip them over. Abundance! So definitely could come in through word of mouth. But then we've got here, within the next few weeks, you might have your own idea of where to go. But either way, maybe you get this idea, oh, I could go here. And then you just kind of put it out there to friends or family members and say, yeah, I'm thinking of going here. And they're like, oh, well, if you go there, you have to try this beautiful little Airbnb. or whatever it is. So it could be a mixture of the two, but I think at the very least, Michelle Lynn, within the next few weeks, you're going to have an idea of what you want to do and where you want to go. As far as the Airbnb, there with the abundance here, this is a yes to me. This is a yes card. So yeah, I think you're going to be having this figured out, but perfect timing is at play here. Divine timing. Things are being orchestrated and woven behind the scenes. And within the next few weeks, you're going to have an idea, which is good because, the next few weeks is kind of coming up on that time in October when you want to be taking this vacation anyway. So it's good. It's good news. So yes, so be on the lookout. Maybe just ask anyone, ask friends, ask family members. You know of any fun Airbnbs anywhere? Like, well, where are you going? I don't know yet. Oh, so fun. But you got this. Okay, Katie R. I was experiencing anxiety tonight and would like a reassuring message from my angels and guides, please. Absolutely. Where are we going? We're going back here to the Magical Unicorn deck for Katie R.'s question to get started here. This anxiety that she's had. Let's get a reassuring message from Spirit and guides, angels. Ooh, Unicorn Portal. Focus your light and listen for a message, which right now we're getting you a message. The number 38 here adds up to an 11, maybe seeing 11s, 1111. Awakening code, the awakening code. But you are being asked to listen for a message. So you may get this message in your dreams. You may hear it, see it, feel it, speak it. Sometimes I will speak something out and be like, wow, I needed that message. And I had no idea where it came from because it wasn't coming from here. It was coming from Spirit. So a lot of times that can be what it is. So let's see. Any other reassuring messages for Katie R tonight from her guides and angels? Here we go. Confidence. So play on the word confidence. So you are divinely made. So this is divinely inspired. This anxiety, I think, is because you're moving to a greater or higher version of yourself. But you are divinely made. You listen with love and glow with genius. No matter what you may be going through, roll back your shoulders, lift your head high, move your hips and sway, shimmy and rock out with confidence to the rhythm of your own dream life. So, like I said earlier about Marianne Lemos, God, I cannot talk tonight. Marianne Lemos, even if you're kind of anxious or not in a very good mood, just putting your hands up and, into that victory V there, it just makes you instantly feel a little bit better, and then a little bit better, and then a little bit better. Where are we going here, Spirit? Ooh, here we are. Anything else for Katie R tonight to uplift her spirits and give her a beautiful, reassuring message? Wisdom. So there is wisdom coming in. This message you're getting from Spirit, it's being sent from Spirit, but it may feel very mundane. It could be, someone talking in a movie as you're flipping channels or something like that, but it's exactly what you need to hear. And you're going to know with that intuition you have, you're going to know that the message was specifically from Spirit. It's going to feel very, it's not quite deja vu, but like very, oh man, I know that was for me. Like you're very, very sure of the message you're getting. And it's going to help you gain some more wisdom about yourself, about just what you're doing on this planet. But we also have thriving here. So if any of your anxieties or worries or stresses have been about money, you're going to be thriving very soon. So there's really nothing to worry about with money, with like stability, security, or any of that. I'm going to get one more from this deck as well. Have it facing me so I'm not looking. Okay, security. And I swear I picked that from the middle because on the back was solitude. I did not just pick that off the back. It came right out of the middle. So that stability and security, that thriving we were talking about, you're going to be secure, you're going to be stable, and you're going to be thriving. So there's really nothing to worry about. This to me feels like mind, thoughts, anxieties, fears, nothing that's real. This is not real, this anxiety you've been feeling. Of course, it feels very real when we're feeling it, but it's kind of unfounded. I'm just hearing even that the energy that is kind of going through you or that you're experiencing is not yours. So as that empath, you're probably picking up on somebody else's energy or feelings or emotions. And it's not even your anxieties or stresses, even though it might feel relevant to you right now. I just don't even feel that it's yours. So, maybe doing some grounding and some releasing, that will really help you through that, Katie. All right. Thank you so much again for your donation. Let's see. Oh, it was your fear of fire lately. Oh no. Yeah. Oh, you've been seeing 11s the last few days. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. Thank goodness. Yes. Everything should be just fine. You are so, so welcome. Okay. You're so welcome too, Michelle Lynn. So fun. No, you're totally fine, Alla Mama. I totally get it. You're Soba. I get it now. No worries at all. Okay, so up next, we've got Brianna Shepherd. And then Clutching My Pearls and AJ, you two are on deck. So have your questions ready. I would even say, AJ, if you want to post your question now, I can just roll right into it after Clutching My Pearls and we can keep it moving. Keep it moving and grooving. You are so welcome. And it's interesting, in that security card, there was a fire, but the fire was really providing that security because they were in a cave. Well, there were no people, but like the home, the residence was a cave. And, kind of out in the wild, the fire is a sense of security because it creates warmth and it keeps the scary, big, wild animals away because they're afraid of the fire. So really, that fire, it's like you transmuted the fear of fire in that card to something to be that feels secure to you. I don't know if I'm making sense. I don't know. I start talking crazy after 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock. I'm sorry. All right. Clutching My Pearls wants a general reading. Anything coming through for Clutching My Pearls? So AJ, you can go ahead and post your question. We'll get right into it after Clutching My Pearls. Oh wait, it was Brianna. Brianna was next. And then Clutching My Pearls. But since we're at Clutching My Pearls, she had her question out. We'll go right into it. So Brianna, please post your question. We'll get into it right after Clutching My Pearls. And then AJ, you can post your question. We'll get into it right after Brianna. Past life fire trauma. Absolutely. I betcha. Yes, I'm glad that made you feel better. But okay, for Clutching My Pearls general reading. We've got justice. So there is this sense of rights being wrong, the scales of justices being balanced, or if you yourself are a Libra or have a Libra in your life, it could be a Libra sun, moon, rising, or someone in your life that's a Libra sun, moon, or rising. This could be talking about that person. It's a general reading. We're going to get a feel for what Spirit's trying to say here. What else does Spirit want to say? Oh, compassion. So having compassion for a Libra in your life, if you're the Libra, having some compassion for yourself, or, Libra energy is, Libra is this natural 7th house, which is, if the first house is you, the 7th house really does represent everybody who's not you, so everybody. And more specifically, your significant other or business partner would be 7th house related stuff. What else is going on? General message for Clutching My Pearls. Has anyone heard from Brianna Shepherd lately? I'm wondering if she's still here. But AJ's already got his question out, so yeah, we'll roll into AJ's question next, and then when Brianna comes back, we'll roll into her question. Okay. Oh, AJ's a Libra rising. Awesome. Maybe it's talking about AJ. We have here Akasha. You are a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken their spiritual gifts and divine life mission. So even if you don't consider yourself any kind of spiritual teacher, you just may be teaching spiritual things in a very mundane way, just kind of in your day-to-day life. You're just dishing out spiritual advice and help and love to other people. What else is going on for Clutching My Pearls? Go. Grounding. So there is this need to feel more grounded, more stable, more secure, but sink your roots deep, connect them to the heart of the earth. And red jasper is the crystal here. That might be a beautiful energy you can connect to help ground you, to help you feel more connected to nature as well. All right. For some reason, there's a relationship. I think because of that Libra, the relationship house is the natural house of Libra. So let's get a relationship card. If you don't have a significant other, this could just be anyone else in your life. Or even if you do have a significant other, but it doesn't resonate with them, this could be other people in your life. All right. Because these aren't specifically love cards, but they say love and relationships. So any relationship. Woo, woo, woo. We got one coming out. Listening. So I activate my receptive side and become an engaged, intuitive, professional grade listener. Supercharged listening gives me the ability to not only hear words others saying, but also to perceive the emotions hiding between their words. Armed with this knowledge, I'll be in a great position to give them exactly what they need, or if I prefer, to dominate the planet. So that's really cute. Did you meet AJ for a reason? I don't know. Are you romantically interested in AJ? Because we have on the back of the deck here, Daniel. I am the angel of marriage, and I am assisting you right now. I don't know if you guys are romantically linked, or if this is more of like a soul family kind of link. We don't have to take that literally, but let's just get one more card on if Clutching My Pearls met AJ for a specific reason. I'm already hearing your soul family, so that makes sense. Yeah, and you may have met him when you were at the end of a tough cycle in your life. And it says, you're at the end of a tough cycle. Call up your angels to comfort you and guide you to your next step. Happiness awaits you now. And on the back of the deck, a happy move. So happy is the word twice. So this person, AJ, definitely makes you happy. Okay, your coworkers. So you guys make each other happy. I see like jokey, fun, kind of happy. And, you know, you guys are soul family members, like soulmates, but like family members, like, right? Because you guys go from incarnation to incarnation together to lift each other up and help each other out. But a happy move to a new home or place of employment is in the works. This move will usher in a positive new energy. And you don't have to be making a physical move. This could be like a move up the corporate ladder, or just kind of revamping the area that you live in. But yeah. So that's what I see for you and AJ. So it's just a loving, you know, if it's not wedded bliss, it's at least very fun, joking around, good time, there for each other, have each other's back kind of energy. It's beautiful. I love that. Good friends for sure. All right. So up next is AJ, and I think AJ already had his question out. Maybe. Oh, so you saw 1111 with my crush a while back. I was wondering if she's my twin flame or a high-level soulmate. Let's find out. I'm going to put these back. And then Brianna, if you're here, you're next, and you can post your question. Otherwise, Get to Leka Ray, go ahead and post your first question. Whoever answers first between Get to Leka Ray or Brianna. Oh, you're here. Go ahead and post your question, Brianna. I'm going to get into AJ's question because he's already got it out and about for me to do. And then we'll get into your question, Brianna, and then Get to Leka Ray. You're on deck with your 2 questions, and then wonderful Just Sandy, and then Pika Lee with her 2 questions. We're rolling through. I'm pretty proud of myself that I'm conquering the list. I'm doing the thing. All right, so AJ saw 1111. And I'm gonna word this right. Saw 1111 with my crush a while back and was wondering if she's my twin flame or high level of soulmate. So we'll ask twin flame or high level soulmate. So is this crush of AJ's a twin flame? It's fallen to the ground. Okay. Or is this twin flame a high level soulmate? Okay. So we have here for the twin flame answer, it says ask your angels. So your angels know the answer. For high level soulmate, it says be assertive. So I think this is kind of ring ding ding. We have a winner. This is a high level soulmate. This is someone who, interesting. They're showing me this person actually was your father in a past life, and you were this person's daughter in a past life. So like swapping of the sexes, right? Different roles, different gender roles. But in this life, there is this potential for love. So let's just feel into this potential for love with this high level soulmate that you have, your wonderful crush. Anything about this connection that AJ needs to know about? Any messages from this crush? Okay, we have here, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love, and that father-daughter memory of that one past life you've had. I'm seeing many past lives that you've had together, but this is one that's really standing out. And any other messages from this crush and the potential for this connection in this lifetime to be more than just a crush, to be an item or whatever. Secret admirer. So someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. So I think this crush's feelings are deeper to you than you realize. Like you think, oh, well, maybe. No, this person's feelings are much more solid than you even realize or understand at this point. So yeah, let's see. Let's get one more little card for AJ on this crush. Anything about the relationship? Woohoo! We've got engagement here. So your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So it doesn't have to literally be engagement tomorrow. You're down on one knee. It doesn't have to be like that. But your love life is ascending to another level of commitment. So maybe you go from secret admirer / crush to we're seeing each other to then we're boyfriend girlfriend to whatever. So there's potential here for this relationship to become a thing. And on the back of the deck, we've got here children. So maybe if that's something either of you want, that is a potential here as well. Again, potentials do not mean exact outcomes, but they are definitely in the mix, in the winning to becoming America's next top model. And also playfulness. So there is this sense of playfulness, flirtiness that is really going to establish the deep connection between the two of you. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So have fun. Take her out on exciting dates and just, be the fun version of yourself that you are. I don't think you have to be anyone except who you are, because that version of you that you authentically are is the winner, is exactly who she wants and would love to have a relationship with. She or he. I shouldn't assume, but yes. Yeah, go with the flow. Just do what feels right in the moment. And if the moment takes you and you get excited, do some fun things together. On the back of the deck, we have healing. So imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. So there may be some past life issues that between the two of you that, energetically you're going to work to heal in your relationship together, which, is powerful. And that's probably part of the reason you incarnated, is to go on this healing journey together. Okay. So that's awesome. All right. So Brianna, she's, I think, got her question out. Yes, I want to know, will Rico ever commit to me? Let's find out for Brianna. Will Rico ever commit to Brianna? Well, we have here a peaceful resolution. So I think at the very least, you guys will remain like friends or like on a level of commitment toward each other that feels mutually beneficial. Let's see. Got two more coming in. We have here be assertive and improving health. So there may be this element of your health that's involved with Rico. Energetically speaking, maybe his energy affects your health in some way, or oh, correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't you pregnant with him right now, with his baby, right? So that would be affecting your health in some way. And then once the baby's born, probably your health will improve, because being pregnant it takes a lot out of a human body, right? But this is you being assertive about your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions surrounding said person, said Rico, and letting him know how you feel and really speaking from your heart. That would be your ultimate best bet with Rico. Let's just see if, oh, you just had his child. Congratulations. All right. But yeah, I think at the very least, he's going to want to be very involved with the family, or as involved as you'll let him be with the family. And that feels good. To me, that feels like he wants to step up and be a good father. So let's just see if he's ready to, in the near future, or if it hasn't even crossed his radar yet. And again, if we get a no, basically, what I want you to know is maybe it's just because he hasn't thought that far in the future yet, or he hasn't made that decision yet, because once he makes a decision, that can shift the timeline and the guidance that we've got here completely. So keep that in mind. We have here very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So I think very soon, at least his feelings, his thoughts, his emotions are very tied up with this baby. Was the baby a boy per se? Because they're showing me a very masculine energy that he's coming forward with to meet this boy, to be like a father that he never had. Maybe that's the boy aspect. He's seeing his own self as a little boy. Sometimes the way spirit presents things to me, I can get it twisted a little bit. So if your baby isn't a boy, that doesn't mean, well, it's not a boy, so I'm out of here. I don't mean it like that. This just to me feels like he's kind of wanting to relive his own childhood through being able to raise a child the way he didn't get. If his father wasn't in the picture, or It could have just been that his father was emotionally unavailable when he was growing up or something like that, where he wants to make those wrongs righted in his child's life. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing. So, if this is what you want, putting that intention out there and, trying to manifest that. But I always say, if you're trying to manifest a specific person, to leave it open-ended to the universe. Say, okay, I want to manifest Rico as my significant other. But I will also leave that open to, if there's someone better for me out there, Spirit, I'll leave it in your hands. Like, that's how I usually approach anything I want to manifest, because a lot of times as humans, we want to manifest things from, usually it's coming from a place of ego or a place of, if you've been with somebody and then broke up and then got back together, broke up, sometimes you don't even really want the person anymore. It's just you want to be right, or you want to have what you once had, even though it doesn't fit. I mean, I'm not saying that's your exact situation, but just when all of you, when any of you listening are wanting to manifest anything, the best way to manifest is from your heart rather than from your ego. So really check in the balance of that, if it's from ego or heart. And if it is from the ego, kind of leave it open-ended, like, or something better, or something for my highest good. That's kind of how I leave my things I want to manifest open-ended like that. So I hope that resonated for you. But up next, we've got Get to Lecca Ray ×2. So go ahead and post your first question, and then probably right after that, your second question, Get to Lecca, and then Just Sandy will be on deck after that, and then Pika Lee ×2. We're cooking it right on through. And that's that. Okay, I'm actually proud of myself that I'm getting this accomplished. Because that list looked very long for a minute there, and I feel like I have a handle on it now. I can get through and do this. All right. You are so welcome, Brianna, and much love and many blessings, and congrats on that new little bundle of joy. Such an exciting time, the birth of a new baby. I miss those days sometimes with my own babies. Aw. So advice, suggestions from spirit, guides, ancestors, and higher self regarding current and near future situations. Forget to look. Guidance from wisdom, guidance and wisdom from spirit, suggestions from spirit, guides, ancestors. Ooh, they're already coming in. Regarding the near future, wow, things are really on and point here for you, and I'm not putting any of these back. These all feel very relevant to me. So the first card we had flop right into my lap here was Temperance. This is about balancing, not feeling like that human doing, but a human being instead, really balancing the different areas of your life, work-life balance, spiritual and mundane balance. Think of the zodiac, how the Aries balances out the Libra and the Virgo balances out the Pisces, etc., etc., etc. And maybe you have even some oppositions going on in your own birth chart, Get to Lecca, or maybe there's some transits that are affecting opposite some of your prominent placements. But one of your guides that feels very Temperance energy, I usually will ascribe this to one of my guides, who is named Jay, J-A-E. She appeared to me through my past life regression with Alba Weinman. But anytime I draw this in my personal readings, that's her kind of coming in and saying, hey, time to take better care of yourself. Time not to run yourself into the ground working so much. You need a break. You need a time out. So I think that's the message coming through for you as well. Just giving yourself a little bit of a break and a time out once in a while. And it's interesting because out of the 5 cards that came out, 3 of them are major arcana energies. So this is transformational energies coming up for you in the near future. And currently there's a lot going on that's transforming you. You're transforming right now. And we have here, in addition, I will get into these in a second, but I wanted to touch on these as well. This is you really becoming that, Queen of Wands in your own life, and nurturing yourself, being very creative with your time. I don't know if there's something you're working on at home or around your home. It feels like a project, like a, what do they call those? Like a, why is it escaping me? Man, a passion project. That's it. A passion project. Something you're really loving doing. Something in your home or in, like, around your home. Could be like a home upgrade or something you're currently doing that is really helping you kind of gain this temperance energy, this balance in your life that feels good because it feels almost meditative. Whatever it is you're working on at your home feels almost meditative, like you can kind of escape the busy world and just focus on that. And with the Nine of Swords, this to me feels like, this is anxiety or stress or just not being able to relax at night, not being able to turn your mind off, maybe having dreams that are very heavy and you wake up feeling tired the next day or not being able to sleep through the night or just getting up multiple times a night. There's a lot of that going on, but I think this really does come in because you have so much going on during the day. It just continues at night into your dreams a lot of times. And finding that work-life balance will really help that kind of, I won't say go away, but it will tame that down a little bit so you can get better, more restful sleep at night. Because you have the Magician and the Star. So this is you taking that magician role, that leadership role, that Queen of Wands role in your own life and creating and manifesting exactly what you want. So where your attention goes, your energy flows. If you're very stressed out all the time, you will create more instances to stress yourself out even further. So just watching, your thoughts, if you're, worrying about the same things over and over and over again, just asking yourself, okay, what is it about this thing that I keep chewing on mentally that I can really feel into and say, okay, why is this here? What is this trying to tell me? And then facing it, working your way through it, and then on to the next. Because the Star, this is wish fulfillment, wish coming true, especially because the Star, I always mention, comes after the Tower in the tarot. And the Tower is all about, those walls coming down, something ending, something very big ending in your life. And because you don't have the Tower here, it doesn't have to come to that before you get your wish fulfillment. This is, just you being able to balance this out and overcome this stress so that you can actually feel and enjoy the things that you want to do in life and, have some fun and happiness and excitement in your life and not just work, work, work. Painting being done across the apartment and renovation, luggage piled up, dust, workers, it's chaotic. Yeah, I can totally feel that. And it just kind of even follows you into the night with this Nine of Swords energy as well. I'm really trying to be calm and balanced, doing my best. Emotional pain troubles me. Yeah, and this could be a card representing emotional pain as well, or mental pain, things that we replay over and over in our heads on loop, things from the past, things people said. If you're anything like me, sometimes I will replay conversations over in my head, like I should have said this, or I should have held back and not done this thing or said that thing. Usually I'm really good about that, but there are times where I don't say quite the right thing, and then I can play it over in my head like, I should have said this instead. That'd have been nicer or more, I guess, productive to the conversation. Whatever it is. So I do that. I don't know if that's part of what you're doing as well, but you got this. You're gonna get through it. All right, what else is going on? Question 2 for Get to Lecca. So on deck, we've got Just Sandy. So Just Sandy, if you want to go ahead and post your question, we'll get into it. And Pika Lee, you're on deck with your 2 questions. When I invest, honestly, I get toxic behavior, hatred or rage. It saddens me. Oh, I'm so sorry, but you gotta feel it to heal it and deal with it. I think you can do it, though. I really do feel that you can move your way through this by feeling it. So allow those feelings that are there to come through. Don't sit in them and fester, but just have them move on through. Okay, so number 2, why do I feel my cousins who have been greatly loved, cherished, supported by my dad, and now me, do not have our best interests at their heart? Is there any past life situation involved? Okay, let's feel into this initial feeling you have in this life. I'm going to use my reversal deck for this. I'm going to do one of these numbers and really shuffle it on in. I'll do this a couple times. Really get these reversals going in this deck. All right. So what's going on? Let's feel first into this life. Them not having your best interest at heart. Anything that needs to come true to like his cousins. Okay. Well, we have the Hermit in reverse. So, of course, the Hermit upright is someone who's very internalized. these cousins, it's like they're projecting a lot of their internal stuff onto you, onto your father. Let's see what this stuff is that they're projecting. Okay. Queen of Coins, Queen of Pentacles. So there may be a monetary gain that they're looking to seek here, or maybe they are feeling inadequate about something they have going on in their life and they're wanting to ask for a loan, or there's something going on with the relationship that feels like stability, security, monetary, maybe even a place to stay. I don't know if one of them is having trouble staying in the place that they're in. But let's just see if their intentions are ill will. Is there ill will here? Well, we have the Six of Swords, which is about moving away from something. This is about you and your father just being very mindful of the things that they say, the things they do, because swords are all about communication, kind of even reading between the lines of the things they're not saying. But this is the internet card, or social media, communication, quite possibly, again, financial stuff. But it's best if you guys, if you feel like you have to help them out, that's your prerogative. But I think it's best not to mix money with these extended family members. It's probably in your best interest to help them, not say, no, I'm not doing anything, but help them find a different way that doesn't involve you guys giving them money. If you feel obligated to help them, you don't have to help them financially, but maybe you're helping them seek a solution to their financial woes. One person, again, with this Six of Swords coming out, one person may be, I don't know if they call it the same thing where you're at, but here in the US, if you haven't paid your rent or your mortgage, they evict you. They kick you out and say, no, you can't live here anymore. So there may be one of your cousins that's facing, being evicted from their place. Let's just see anything else about this being ill will. Ooh. Yeah, the Tower. Especially one of these cousins is really facing like a downward spiral. There's a lot going on financially. Again, the Tower, the walls are coming down. They're being kicked out of their home, or at least there's the threat of that at this present moment. So they're looking for you or your father or your family to help them pick up the pieces financially. I don't think they're physically needing you guys to do anything, but they just want to, it'll be a loan. I swear I'll pay you back by this date. But again, it'd be in your best interest not to give them money, because not to say that they wouldn't pay you back, but I think it would just take a lot longer than they say it would for them to actually pay you back. Let's just see if there is a past life connection to this kind of energy going on between Gitaleka's cousins and her family. Past life energy. It says unlikely. So to me, this does not feel karmic. This just feels like, them trying to see what they can get, because they do feel like they're in desperation right now. They probably wouldn't do this if they were well off or had everything figured out and had that secure footing. So I don't think this is past life related specifically. Not to say there's other aspects of your relationship that may be past life, but this need for your finances isn't. Everybody has their own residence, but property distribution not done properly. They were deprived. Okay, that could be. So maybe they're just coming to you in this life to kind of, I don't know, maybe seek some sort of compensation. Let's just see if that's what this is. Well, really, though, I'm not seeing that this is your fault in any way, though. Let's see. Yeah, the High Priestess in reverse. So this is illusions coming to light. So there's no more illusion. The truth is revealed. So you will know their true intentions very soon. But again, I just think there may be a little bit of jealousy, a little bit of wish that they had enough. And maybe some of this financial stuff, it's still in the future yet to be had. Maybe this is problems they're having financially that you guys just don't know of because they haven't expressed that yet, because you did have that Hermit in reverse. So maybe they're keeping their cards close to the chest, so to speak. They're not ready to reveal their true motives, or what's really going on with their true problems. Maybe they're just not revealing that yet. I hope that resonated, Gitaleka. Thanks again for your lovely donation. And Just Sandy, you are next, and then Pikali ×2. And we're doing well. We're doing well. Been live almost 3 hours now. For a hot minute there, when all those donations were coming in, I'm like, oh no, there's no way I'm going to get to this whole list. But like, I'm almost getting there. I'm getting there. It was so nice of Steph Freeman to kind of bow out to hold over her question till Saturday so that I could get through the list. I really do appreciate that. If you're still here, Steph, I appreciate that. Even though I think I probably could have handled it tonight, I'm still doing all right, which is surprising. Okay, so just Sandy, my dear. Let me copy my list back. Okay, I think this is what we're working with right here. Just Sandy. And then Pika Lee. So Pika Lee, if you want to post your first question between you and Sandy, whoever posts first, we're going to go with you first. Keep it rolling. Keep it moving. And then Pika Lee has 2 questions, and then Jordan Nicole, and then Elizabeth Jennings, and then Ala Mama. I hope I'm saying that right, Soba. And then we'll wrap up with Anna, who is not here. She just had a 1-card read about something, because she's asleep right now. It's like 3 a.m. where she lives, or maybe later at this point. All right. I'm not seeing anyone see me, hear me? I don't know. Let's see. Whoever posts first between Just Sandy, Pika Lee, or Jordan Nicole, whoever posts first, we'll get into it. Pika Lee is first. I was sitting in the patio talking to my mom, who just had a birthday, and as she was talking about a transformation in this season of her life, a big yellow monarch butterfly flew right in front of us and fluttered almost like a dance for a moment before flying away. It looked like the clock. I looked at the clock and it was 1:11. Was it a spirit guide past loved one, ancestor, etc., sending a message to my mom? Yes, I am really feeling that. It's a feminine energy too. This feels like an aunt, one of your mom's aunts. On the side, okay, they're telling me the side of the family she was the most close to, an aunt that passed away. All right, what's going on? What's their message? Star ancestor. So absolutely an ancestor, an aunt, sister, if you will. An aunt, sister, if you will. An aunt that maybe even felt like a sister energy to her. Because I think in a lot of lives they went around together as sisters. And really, we have here, follow the voice of your soul. So this is her, your mom, voicing, this transformation she's gone through. And she was voicing her soul, voicing her heart. And she got that beautiful confirmation from spirit that, yes, you are following your soul. You are doing the work. You are going through the things you need to go through to have the things you want. That's so powerful. And on the back of the deck, we've got the lady card. So she's just confirming, yes, I'm a lady. Enjoy growth and reap rewards. And the number 5 here, we've got 5 little seeds here. So the number 5, big changes, big transformation is associated with that number 5. But let's see if there's a specific message that this aunt has for your mom. Let's see. Ooh, here we go. Soul power. Follow the voice of your soul. And it's interesting, follow the voice of your soul. And every time I draw this card, I always think this is like a microphone cord. It's just the line from this person's silhouette here that just kind of tangles into these feathers. But voice, a microphone. So that's powerful. Soul power. Always remember, you're a soul that comes with a body, not a body that comes with a soul. Your soul is your true essence. And you have an unlimited supply of soul power at your command whenever you need it. And then we have nature. And you're not going to believe this. Look, butterfly, big orange butterfly. Nature, this is the time to absorb the healing properties that nature has to offer. So that seeing of that butterfly as she's talking about this, of course, your monarch was yellow, but this to me still really resonates with that creative energy, kind of going into the solar plexus energy, even though this is an orange butterfly. But absorb the healing properties that nature has to offer. Your mind, body, and soul need nourishment, energy, revitalization, and strength. Nature has much to offer, so take this time to connect and spend quality time outdoors, which she did. So she listened to that soul urge to go out and spend time in nature. Yes, soulful, very powerful woman. I can totally feel that. Totally feel that. Let's get one more message from this aunt to Pika-Lee's mom, and also Animal Kingdom. So nature and animal, her connection to nature and animals is very powerful, and she has this beautiful communication with spirit when she is in nature or when she is communicating or hanging out with animals. If she has her own pets, especially Animal Kingdom. Animals of all types are extraordinary creatures and miraculous gifts to us. They've been our spiritual companions since the dawn of time. At this moment, they have lessons to share with you that will open your heart and soul. And take a moment. There's an orange butterfly, but it's funny because there are other cutouts of butterflies here too, which, one of them could be yellow. But I'm going to read this because it feels very pertinent. Take a moment. Stop. Now is not the time to rush into your decision you're about to make. Before this important decision is made, take a moment to pause and quiet your mind so that you can ask your soul for guidance before you act or move forward. So there may have been a transitional thing, with all these transformations she's taking, that she really had to sit down and make a major decision. And maybe there's still another major decision left for her to make, but it's really going to benefit her moving forward in her life. And then on the back of the deck, find your center. So I think she's just being called to go out in nature, to connect with her body, with the animal kingdom, with nature. And it's really going to benefit her because enjoy growth and reap rewards. She is growing. And as a result, she's gaining the benefit, the rewards from this healing and growth that she has put in. She loves to hang out on the patio and watch the sunrise and sunset as well as the clouds throughout the day. That's pretty cool. Yeah, she really has this beautiful connection with nature. Even if she doesn't fully understand it, it's very powerful. Okay. All right, Just Sandy, are you here? Otherwise, Pika-Lee, go ahead and post your next question. I'm so glad it resonated. That was awesome reading. So fun. Now I'm getting the crown chakra tingles. Just Sandy, my dear, are you here? Are you here? And Pika-Lee's second question, and then Jordan Nicole, you're on deck, Elizabeth Jennings, and then Allah Mama. And then I will wrap up doing Anna's after everybody else so that so that she can see it when she wakes up. See, I'm losing my mind. It's starting to get to that point where I'm going to get loopy and start laughing at everything. Uh-oh, here it comes. It's not even quite 10 o'clock, about 4 minutes before 10, where I'm at anyway. It's probably much later where some of you are. All right. We have 11 people in the house and 19 likes on the video. Thank you so much, you guys. Are there any messages regarding this upcoming full moon? Interesting. I guess it was Monday. I filmed the weekly reading for my Patreon, and I went in with the astrology and the energies of this full moon coming up. It's powerful because we also, right after the full moon, 2 days after, we have the autumnal equinox. And 1 hour after the full moon, Mercury actually trines Jupiter. So this creates like spiritual revelations, major good news coming in as well. So already collectively, I can tell you this full moon is going to be a big one. Wow, that weekly reading I filmed and put over on Patreon just completely blew my mind. I am so excited for everybody who gets to see that. I was excited for that. Let's see what's going on for Pika-Lee regarding this upcoming full moon. What's going on, Pika-Lee? All right, we have here valiant courage, take action with passion. So you're going to be going in, taking action in a direction that really feels exciting to you. This is very Knight of Wands energy as well. I mean, he's literally holding up a wand with a flag on it. And to me, he takes action with passion. He rushes in and starts getting some exciting energy going. Let's go to Moonology as well. So there's something really exciting for you coming up as a result of this next full moon. So from full moon to full moon, so from Monday, it happens on Moon Day, Monday, September 20th, through the next moon cycle, all the way till it's full again in October. That's the energy or the time frame we're picking up. But we also have here a full moon card, the full moon in Cancer. So a personal issue will reach resolution. And as a result of that resolution you're taking action with passion in a new direction. And I think really this is a culmination of this full moon and the autumnal equinox energies, because the autumnal equinox and the spring equinox are really beautiful and powerful and masterful times for you to set intentions, for you to manifest something, create something, put your intentions out there to have something new come in. Let's go to the tarot and get some additional something. People Lee and this next full moon, these next energies coming up, anything else? Here we go. Yes, but this actually, with what you have beside it, feels very exciting. This is a tower moment, but again, this is a personal issue reaching resolution. So this is your resolution. Boom. Lightning strikes, personal issue reaching resolution, because what comes after the tower? The star. The star comes after the tower. So there is something, as a result of you closing out that old cycle, there is new, fresh, and exciting energy coming in as a result. And it has to do with you kind of overcoming those past issues of unrequited love, you know, the whole thing with that kind of significant other or the current love interest that you had at the time, and, you know, others in the past. You're kind of closing out old cycles surrounding your heart. This feels very personal to your heart, this upcoming full moon. And let's see. It's happening in the sign of Pisces. I do know that much. In both Western and Vedic astrology, this full moon is happening in Pisces. So wherever Pisces falls in your chart, that is where you're really mending something that broke your heart. So it doesn't just have to be love interests. This can be you know, things that didn't work out in the past in any regard, but especially that house of Pisces for you, that's where it's going to be. Really working its magic to repair that broken heart energy. Okay, and because those rights are being wrong, those scales are being balanced. This is beautiful. And I just heard as within, so without. So as you do this inner work, you're going to see it reflected in the external, and that's when you're going to want to take action in a new direction with some beautiful passion. This feels, again, like I said earlier, I was lost for words. Passion project for you. And it doesn't even have to be something you're monetizing. It's just something you're working on. It could even be your appearance or just spiffing up your place, just really feeling more comfy and cozy. But this leads to more inspiration, more excitement. And I'm hearing ultimately even some abundance. So yeah. And then on the back of the deck, there's that King of Cups energy I think we've gotten a few times with you. So yes, my dear one. There's at least somebody that feels very emotionally connected to you, that to me feels older than you. Maybe someone at work. Maybe that's that supervisor or someone you're working with at work that just wants the best for everybody. And, you know, that balancing of scales, righting of wrongs around the workplace. But there's just more of the same good stuff coming in where that's concerned as well. Although that could also be love interest, new love interest, new love interest. All right. So I hope that resonated. That is exciting. You can't wait for fall. It has been coming up a lot lately, especially for you. It's so cool. We're here for it, though. The King of Cups is a great king to get. That is for sure. All right. Up next, we've got Just Sandy, if she is here. Just Sandy. Can't sleep, I'm back, and will listen while I fall asleep. Oh, that's so cool. All right, so let's see. Just Sandy, did you go to bed? There she is. Should Ryan put in notice at work, and what about my health? Okay, let's find out. We're going to get the reversal deck in on Ryan's question. Ryan, I'm already hearing for Ryan that he's just not treated with the respect that he deserves at his job. Like, he's very cordial, very get along, go with the flow kind of person. And there may be other people, especially there's a guy at work that he works with that's just very intimidated with his confidence. Even if he doesn't feel very confident, he's projecting or oozing out this amazing confidence that this person is very triggered by, or it's like they feel inferior to him in some way, so they have to say little digs at him to bother him, or maybe just the way they act is very passive aggressive. It doesn't have to be like all in his face, but there's just someone at work that he just doesn't even want to be around. especially moving forward. So let's see what's going on for Ryan. Should he put his notes in at work? All right. Yeah, we have the Four of Swords in reverse here. So when it's upright, that's a need to step back and take some rest and all of that. But I think he's kind of been through that already. It is in reverse. So this is him finally taking action, ready to put himself back out there. So maybe work has just felt very blah, boring, stuck, and stagnant for him. Again, he's probably not being paid what he's actually worth with the amount of vivacious, amazing energy he brings to the workplace, like very go with the flow, get along kind of energy that he brings is very a valuable asset to the place where he works. But there are certain people he really does get along with, but there's that one specific male energy that just is, again, intimidated by him, just doesn't want to see him succeed because, again, I think there's a jealousy going on. But he's ready. I think he's ready to move on to something new. I really do. Yeah, we have the Ace of Wands coming up. So, yeah, he's ready to move to something else. And I think he's going to be inspired very soon to put in his notice because there's going to be another job on the radar that he's really excited to go after. So let's see. Let's get one more. Anything else about this work situation? Six of Cups. So this is nostalgia for the past. Maybe there's a past job or workplace or thing he did for work that he's wanting to go back to or kind of circle back to. He's done enough resting on it. He wants to go back in that direction again. Or maybe this could even be him working with people he knew when he was younger, people from his past, or maybe someone from his past gives him, a job suggestion or recommends him at a specific job. I'm seeing lots of potential for him. I mean, he doesn't have to go just this one direction we're talking about. There's like 2, 3, maybe 4 different potentials for him that all feel really exciting. So his best advice would be to take the thing that makes him feel the most childlike sense of wonder, the most inspired and excited about getting up in the morning and going to work, or getting up in the night if he works graveyard, whatever it is. So I hope that resonated. Actually, I just want to get one more for Ryan's question. We'll get into Sandy's health. Okay. Ryan at work, putting in his notice. I'm already seeing it's probably the best bet. But again, I've seen lots of potential, so nothing is set in stone. It's up to him. He has the power to be able to do exactly what he wants. So the ball is in his court. Ryan, the ball is in your court. So you do what feels best for you, whatever makes you feel alive and excited and inspired and almost, again, that childlike sense of wonder. You're just excited to roll out of bed and go to work every day. So that's the kind of job he deserves, and I think he will find it. So he just needs to, you want to start eBay? Well, let's just see if that's a good idea. I think it already is, because this is something he's excited about. This is something he can take control of and take a leadership role in. Let's just see what's going on. And I actually want to they're telling me the Everyday Witch. So we're going over. Okay, Everyday Witch. For Ryan's question and Sandy, starting eBay, what do they need to know about this endeavor? All right. Yeah, I think you guys are ready to move on beyond just what you're doing now, because this is someone who's just at the end of the rope of what they're currently doing. Literally, this person just got stabbed in the back by someone that's running off of the card there. So that could be someone at his current job, and he's just over it and just ready to put in a notice and just move in a whole new direction. Oh, yes, he did it before. Cool. That's how I actually paid my way through college. I would go around to all the different thrift stores and buy the brand name clothes for like a fraction of the price. It would be like $5, fill up a huge bag at this one place I went to. It was like a gold mine. It was a Catholic charity thrift store, and like all the private Catholic school people would donate their stuff there. So there would be like major brand name stuff. I would go in there, I would buy it for, again, pennies on the dollar, and then sell it on eBay. I didn't have to take out one single student loan, and I paid my way through college doing that. I didn't have to take off a single article of my own clothing to pay for school, but I did sell a lot of clothing. All right, what's going on for Sandy and Ryan? Starting this eBay endeavor, or continuing it on in Ryan's case if he did it before. Ooh, something's coming in. What else? Yeah, this is a beautiful new opportunity. That's abundance right there. That Empress is pregnant with an idea, and of course, she will give birth to this idea and create something. But this is a card, this is one of the best manifestation and creation cards in the whole deck. So big ding, 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 we have a winner. Yes, do it, do it, do it. You can do it from home. You can do it with the pets and the doggies around, and it'll be great. So absolutely do this because this will pay off. This is something beautiful for both of you to focus on. And Queen of Wands and Two of Wands. So I'm really reading you, Sandy, as this Queen of Wands energy because you are a very amazing leader in his life, someone he can really look up to, a mentor type for him. And I think he mentors you a lot. Like you bounce off each other in such a beautiful way. So you like mentor each other. But I'm reading this as both of you just really taking that leadership role, that action to make this thing happen, make this reality. But it might take a little bit of planning because the Two of Wands is all about making your plans before you take that leap of faith. So maybe just, getting together, brainstorming, meeting of the minds and figuring out exactly what you're going to do, what all you're going to sell, kind of the system you're going to put in place for shipping and ordering and all the things. Just really figuring out, how you're splitting the money, even just really narrowing down and fleecing out all of the details of it before you actually take the action. But that's that excitement that I was feeling in his previous reading, I think, is this endeavor. I think it's really going to be something you guys can sink your teeth into. Again, we've got Eight of Pentacles, so I think it's going to be something that you're putting a lot of hard work and effort into to get it going. But once you get the ball rolling on it and continue to put in the work, I'm seeing 2 years from now, you're really going to see that this thing was such a great idea to start. Of course, getting to that point, you're kind of like, this was a good month. This wasn't a great month. But any endeavor is going to be hit and miss when you get started, unless you're already a famous person that's launching like a perfume line or a clothing line or something. Of course, they almost just have instant success because they have their clout that they can sling it around like that. So it's almost like you have to establish yourself in the market and all the things. But you have a lot of friends in kind of the similar business there, Sandy, that you can shout from the rooftops, hey, Sandy and Ryan got the new thing going. So your hard work will definitely pay off. And remember, that eight of Pentacles is, that incubation, that continuing to create whatever it is you're wanting to create together, and then the birthing of this thing, and really seeing the fruits of that labor pay off. Yes, yes, yes. Do it. And when you do, let us know. Okay, so I hope that part resonated. So for Sandy's health, and remember, entertainment purposes only. I'm not a physician and all that jazz. Let me get these cards picked up. I am just sloughing cards onto the floor left and right tonight. Sandy's health. Here we go, Spirit. Here we go. Let's start here. It's 11:11 Central Standard Time. 10:11 here. All right, what's going on with Sandy's health? Anything Spirit wants Sandy to know about her health? Okay, there is a need for detoxification. So it says here, dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for cleaning up my body, mind, and life so that I may happily and healthfully live free of chemicals. So this is chemicals in the things you're ingesting into your body, things that you put on your skin, like I know a lot of fabric, like detergents and fabric softeners, lotions, are just full of toxicity and carcinogens and chemicals and just yuckiness that it just blows my mind that these things are even legal to market as, cleaning agents and, beauty products and whatever it is. So you just being mindful of what it is you're consuming, what it is you're putting on your body, around your body, your skin, your, consuming, all of that. Just being very mindful of that and detoxifying yourself in any way you possibly can. It will really help you with your health. Also, there might be a need to change physicians, especially if you haven't seen eye to eye with your doctor, or you don't really agree with the way they're running your health, or you just feel like yet another name in a chart. You don't really feel heard and seen and listened to when you go into the doctor. So changing physicians might help. But it says, thank you, dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for leading me to the best healer for this situation. Amen. So there might be a better doctor you can be going to. Maybe even if you can afford it. I know a lot of insurances and stuff won't cover it, but holistic healer, Ayurvedic medicine, acupuncture, these can all be alternative ways of getting, medical care, I guess you could call it. What else is going on for Sandy's health? Oh, here we go. Well, laughter is definitely the best medicine. So, living it up, having a good time with your almost business partner, Ryan, hanging out, having fun at work and at home. And dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for reminding me to detach and find the humor and irony within every human drama. So making sure you're laughing a lot, not taking life too seriously, because once I did hear, if you take life too seriously, you will not get out alive. None of us do, as far as our physical body. But yes, oh, your baby is a boy. Awesome. Well, have a beautiful night, Brianna, and congrats once again. Let's see what else Sandy needs to know about her health. Anything else Spirit wants to highlight? Again, there might be digestion. I just saw, in my mind's eye, someone drinking a bowl of soup, and then I just saw it kind of going down this digestive tract, and it kind of got stuck along the way. So just really dealing and, in that detoxification you're doing, maybe you're doing some sort of cleanse or fast to really get your body's natural detoxification center, which is that liver, really on and popping and doing the things it needs to do. And also the kidneys are another thing that's about detoxifying. Anyone else know any other? I'm not a biologist or a doctor by any means, but Spirit's showing those two things specifically. Even the blood, there's ways to detoxify the blood, but Spirit's not really putting that out there to me to tell me what that is. But enhancing your physical health might be important. Think about how you view yourself as a physical being, not physician. Physical being. Do you perceive yourself as weak or strong? Do you tend to make excuses why you're not proactive in your healing when you see what can and should be done? Your goal to initiate one positive action in your life to enhance your physical health. Because if you try to make all these physical, mental, emotional, spiritual changes to your health all at the same time, it's going to be really difficult to stick to that. So make sure you are just taking on probably your biggest health challenge. Take that one on as your priority and start there. Anything to do with, especially, again, she almost looks like she's holding a bowl of something and eating it. So especially what you're consuming through the mouth, especially, making sure you're not putting unneeded chemicals, toxicity. Even if you feel like you're eating healthy foods, just make sure, with fruits and vegetables, there's that dirty dozen list, the ones that have all the glyphosate and, chemicals and stuff that they spray on the crops. Just make sure you're getting crops that haven't been sprayed and chemicalized. And even GMOs can be really bad because it completely strips a lot of the nutrition that the plant was meant to have when it's grown in its natural form. So just be mindful of those things. Let's get one more. They're calling me over here. So I will listen. Anything else for Sandy having to do with her health? We've got Mystique. Keep charging ahead and don't take no for an answer. Expect miraculous solutions to appear. And maybe even you've told your doctor, hey, blah, 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 whatever. And they're like, oh no, that's not that, that's this. I think you know your body better than any doctor would ever know your body. So if you got a no from a doctor, or they just didn't give you the answer that intuitively you should have gotten from them, don't take no for an answer and keep going ahead with your plans with your health and expect those miraculous solutions to appear. I love that. So just keep trucking. Do the things, remember this card, do the things you should be doing with your health. But again, taking it one step at a time, not trying to change your complete health and what you eat and all of that overnight. Just do the thing that seems the most pressing to you right now and just get started on that and really create a habit with that, and then address something else going on with your health, create a habit with that, and on and on and on. All right, you got this, Sandy. We have faith in you, pretty princess. You knew I was going to say it. I haven't said it in a while, so I had to say it. But I hope that resonated for you, Sandy. And thanks again for your lovely donation. All right, where did this go? This goes here. And up next, we've got Jordan Nicole. Then Elizabeth Jennings, and then Ala Mama. Oh, that one doesn't go there. This one does. Will things go further for me and Joseph? We like each other, but because of our job, he feels like he can't be with me. It's very hard because I really don't want to be there anymore. Oh no. Okay, let's see what's going on. All right. Will things go further for me and Joseph? For Jordan and Joseph, we like each other, but because of our job, he feels like he can't be with me. It's very hard because I don't really want to be there anymore. Okay, so let's just feel into this energy. Any words of advice from Spirit surrounding this? Okay, so we have here Page of Cups. So this is someone who is very romantic and wants to surprise you, bring you good news in a very mystical and magical kind of way. So I really do feel he does have good intentions for you, but I think this job does mean a lot to him. And maybe it just doesn't mean to you what it means to him, but he's definitely not lying to you when he says this. But because of your job, he just feels like he can't be with you. If you did change jobs, I think that would change. And I think he would pleasantly surprise you and then show up for you in a way. Yeah, I think you just need to see things a different way by maybe going to a new job. Being in a new work environment would really shift even your perspective of what the relationship is, what it could be. Yeah, but you leaving this job would actually just help you see life in a whole new way. I don't know if you've been there a really long time or if just the energy just kind of feels stagnant, in at least the way I'm reading it from your point of view. Let's see. Oh, Michelle, you have this tarot. I love this deck. My sister, I had her deck for a while and borrowed it from her, and then when I had to give it back to her, I'm like, I can't live without it, so I had to buy my own. Yeah, look at this, Jordan. Two of Cups, soulmate vibes. This is relationship. This is partnership. So you leaving this job, yeah, your opportunity is not good there. He is an assistant manager, and I want to leave because it's not a good place for me. My opportunity is not good because of him. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, they feel like I shouldn't move up because we know each other. I see what you're saying. It's almost like kind of like nepotism, but not like you're related. But like, yeah, I totally know what you're saying. But I think if you are able to leave this job and find a job that feels more correct or connected to you, that will help bring about this relationship because there is beautiful potential here. Again, this is not a guarantee that anything will happen, but this Page of Cups is at least showing this beautiful potential. But this is because this is a soulmate relationship. That's why you feel this connection to him. Even if you guys just remain friends and all of that, that doesn't negate the fact you're still soulmates. Soulmates don't always have to be romantic partners. They can be friends, they can be family members, and all of the above. But let's just see what else is coming in hot if Jordan decides to leave this job and the evolution of her relationship with Joseph. Yes, major transformation. This is wheel energy, new beginning, fresh start. You're on top of the world. Like I would say, that Jack on Leonardo DiCaprio, Jack on Titanic. I'm king of the world. That's how you're going to feel when you leave this job, find something more fulfilling. I just heard have your cake and eat it too. It's like you will be able to leave this job and be in another arena where Joseph isn't. And then you and Joseph can then explore your feelings for each other further without fear of repercussion. So let's get a love and relationship affirmators card for you and Joseph. Jordan, Nicole, and Joseph. Anything the Spirit wants to provide. We've got here ownership. Okay, let's read it. I take ownership of how I make others feel, and I do my part to repair any bridges I might have burned, or perhaps even lightly singed. If bridge mending feels impossible, then I can start small. Instead of becoming a bridge architect, maybe I'll just skip the bridge and walk along the long way around. Taking ownership is great for burning calories. So really, this is leaning for you, lending you the fact that you are taking ownership of, wow, I don't really feel good at this job anymore, and I like you, and I want this to be a thing. So like, I'm going to take ownership of my own life and do what's best for me and leave this job and then try to start something with you. You know, that's really what I see with this. Let's see. Oh yeah, I like him lots, but I just feel stagnant right now. It's crazy because my old coworker put a good word for me. She wants me to be her boss. Well, that's awesome. I bet that's going to go well. Let's just get a card on that real quick. Will Jordan Nicole be able to meet her friend's boss, and what will be the outcome? Any guidance from Spirit about this? Yeah, the energy's gaining momentum. You're moving in a new direction, for sure. So I think there might be a good outcome with this, but bring love into the situation. Just don't be leaving this job like, okay, I'm burning bridges with this job because F you, I want something better anyway. Leave with grace. I'm sure you will anyway. But leave with grace and take ownership of how you feel, and then go in the direction of what makes you happy, and you will see beautiful benefits as a result of that. So whether it's this job or something new, at the very least, this is going to put that nod to the universe that you're serious about leaving this job and finding something more fulfilling for you. So yay, Jordan, you got this. I love being able to give some good news. I really do feel this is a good move for you to be able to leave that job. Yeah, you definitely want to feel good and happy. Absolutely. That would be so good. I'm still alive, Ethan. I'm rounding up. Wow, it might have been right after you left, Ethan. I was like, donation. I'm like, oh no, I gotta turn this off. How do I turn this off? But I'm still here, and I'm almost done. I really did it. I did it. So Elizabeth Jennings, and then Alla Mama, and then I will do Anna's one card. She's not here, but I can do that very quickly. But yeah, we're doing it. We're doing the thing. So Elizabeth, you are next. Go ahead and post your question. She's on it. She's already on it. Look at you go, Elizabeth. Awesome. So Alla Mama, Soba, you are going to be right after Elizabeth. And that's our list right there. We've done it. We're almost there, almost to that finish line. All right, Elizabeth Jennings says, what is the energy for a love connection looking like for me? I'm currently single. Okay, what's going on for Elizabeth Jennings in her love life? Any energy for a love connection? What's looking like for her? We've got a couple here. Okay, wow. So I think when you do get back on that horse, so to speak, there might be a couple different options that seem two very different people, but you like them both at the same time, which is like crazy, because it's like there's nothing in my love life, and then all of a sudden, oh no, I kind of have feelings for two people. Or these could even be in close succession of each other, like one that you're interested, but it doesn't quite work out, and then right on the heels of that relationship in comes yet another, but that feels more stable, more long-term. Those are kind of the two ways I'm reading what Spirit's showing me. But with the Three of Pentacles, this is a collaborative effort. So maybe you have friends that are pairing you up with their other friends, like blind date status, or you are going online and collaborating with a website or an app to meet somebody, or just maybe even at work. Maybe you're at work, or this person's at work and you meet them. Many possibilities here with that. Let's see what else is going on for Elizabeth in her love connection. All right, wow. Well, there's definitely something coming in hot. And this Page of Pentacles, this is potential. This is taking that Ace of Pentacles, that seed, and this page here is going to plant that seed. But pages are also about communication. Good news coming in, someone coming to you with news or communication of some sort. Again, could be that friend wanting to set you up with someone they know, or a cousin or something like that. But also, this Chariot card represents success. So you will have success in your love life very soon. No matter what happens, no matter what plays out, there is success here, and you are on top of it. You are on top of things, and it feels good. And also the Sun. I mean, mic drop. What better card could you have coming in your love life? The Sun. Someone to light up your life. That was cheesy, and I apologize. It's getting late, so I'm getting loopy. So that's what you get when you come to the late night stream over here on the Done Creative Live. All right, what else is going on? Let's get a message from your person's higher self. Aw, I'm so glad that makes you happy. That makes me happy. I'm like giddy with excitement for you. I can feel the vibes of this incoming relationship, and it feels very good. Let's get a message from your person's higher self or your future partner. Any messages or vibes that they want to throw your way in this reading. Well then, we've got the Sacred Union card. So this feels like at the very least soulmate energy, if not possibly twin flame or your divine counterpart kind of energy. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. This is a once in a lifetime love. This person literally lights up your life. But I think in the meantime, this is you doing your own inner work, working through any issues you have in past relationships that are still kind of lingering in your energy, and really, burning all that out, really focusing on it, healing it. You got to feel it to heal it, to deal with it. You got this, girl, though, because look, the sun and that sacred union, you're getting exactly what you want. But I think there is this need on the back of the deck here to surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. So this is you doing that healing, doing that work, accepting the things with specific situations and past partners didn't work out because you're meant for something greater. And this is your something greater. Yes, I love that. So I hope that resonated for you. I'm excited. I don't know that I've been this excited yet on the live stream tonight, but I am pumped. This is beautiful energy coming in for you, Elizabeth. So, yay. I love being able to give this good news. So keep working on you, working on all of that stuff, and you will bring this person to you. And you can, like I always tell everyone here, the singles on my channel, you can connect to this person's higher self right this moment. Right after this reading's over, you can connect to them and send them your love. They will feel it, and you will feel their love sent right back your way. So start talking to them. Start connecting to them now. You have the ability to do that. All right. So up next we've got Soba, aka Allah Mama. I don't know if she's actually here or just left her question and was gonna come back. Oh, thank you so much, Venusian. This is my kind of day off kind of hairstyle, even though it wasn't the day off. I just kind of took a day off from the personal looks department. But I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Oh, it's a yes/no question with clarification. If the answer is yes, please clarify when and what I need to focus on right now. If no, please clarify, bring more detail why, when, in which case I need to focus on. So did you leave this specific question, or were you just wanting me to tune into the energy of the question? Okay, I think that's what we're doing. Okay, so let's ask here. Can Spirit direct us if this question is a yes, or if this question is a no? Please provide us the answer so that we can dive in and get clarification for Soba. Okay, we've got here 3 cards. So it says here, unlikely. So the answer's kind of maybe, but leaning toward no at this point. But it says here, though, you're ready and within the next few weeks. So within the next few weeks, you're going to know exactly why this thing either didn't work out or why it was a maybe. And you're actually going to be ready for this exact outcome. Like this is almost like this was exactly what it was destined to be all along. You just didn't realize it until then. So in about a few weeks, you're going to be ready to face whatever this is. But again, right now it's more maybe leaning toward no, but let's get some clarification on what this question is. Again, I don't know the question, but I don't have to. Spirit knows, so they've got us covered with what's going on. Okay. So we've got a lot to unpack here, but I'm ready to get into it. So it has probably a lot to do with the family, a decision that needs to be made in the family, or with the family. We have also the 9 of Wands. So this is a decision or just something going on within your life that is keeping you up, sleepless nights, a lot of dreams, insomnia, just really busy thoughts when you're trying to fall asleep at night a lot. A financial related question. Well, good news is on the way with that as well, because look at this. We've got the 9 of Cups, which is your wish coming true. We've also got the 10 of Pentacles, which is your financial abundance and your stable and secure family life. You will have everything you need and more. This is good. And look, that wish fulfillment, you're getting that treasure chest of abundance you need. You're getting any finances you need. But again, because we got the unlikely here, I think it just might come about in a way that you're not sure of yet. Or the way that you're hoping this financial abundance will come in, it won't quite come in that way. It's coming in a different way. So I don't think this no is actually, or this kind of maybe leaning to no is actually a hard no, like it's all over and done. No, I don't see it that way. It's just maybe the way that you're trying to manifest this financial question, it's not going to happen that exact way. Or maybe some aspect of it will happen that way, but there's other information coming to light for you guys within the next few weeks, and you're ready. You're ready to go in this direction. But it has to do also, like we were saying, finances would affect the family. So it's interesting that, of course, the family comes in, and maybe even your spouse, your partner, a decision that the two of you need to make together, because with this Lovers card, Lovers is about a partnership and a decision that needs to be made. But again, sleepless nights, worry, stress about the future. There's really no need for this with what else you have here, because your significant other, your husband, is really showing up for you, especially emotionally, to really make this thing happen. You're going to be able to, with the financial question, you're going to be able to make what you need to have happen. And I think he's going to be kind of the forerunner or the leader to make this thing happen. Maybe he's the one bringing in more income, or finding a different job or another job, or financial assistance in some way, whatever resonates. But you will not only feel that financial security, but there will be emotional security coming from this question as well. And we also have the Three of Cups, which is about celebration. You're not feeling like you're just skating by. This is feeling taken care of. This is celebration. There's no worry here. This is happiness. So deep breaths with me right now, Soba. Deep breaths. It's gonna be okay. Everything will be okay. Things really are working out. And you're gonna maybe come to find out you can accomplish what you want with even less money than you're thinking it's going to take to accomplish whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. Maybe you don't need, if it's a financial loan or something you're taking out, maybe you're realizing you don't need to take out as much money, or if you are taking out money, it's actually not going to cost as much as you thought it was going to cost, something along those lines. It's going to be a happy surprise with this. Let's get one more word of advice for Soba. People do that all the time, Pokey Journeys. It's usually, one person came in and wanted a free reading when I was like 5 to 10 people deep in a reading list of already people who had donated, because they had missed the free card cut off by like several hours. And they even came in and told me, well, I just disliked the video since you won't answer my question. And I'm like, well, okay. I didn't know I was obligated to answer your question for free. I sometimes am very willing to do that, but for someone to come in and demand that of me is not very nice. I don't know. People do things. All right, for Soba. Luck is on your side, Soba, as we were saying. New Moon and Sagittarius card. So breathe with me once again. Yeah, that was really early on in this journey, when I was doing lots and lots and lots and lots of free question mosh pits. And it's not that I don't want to do free question mosh pits. It's just there's so many people willing to donate that I want to give them the priority. They did not deserve a reading. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they were just having a bad day. You never know. People do what they do from pain usually, rather than, if they're doing loving things, that's usually from love. But when they're doing mean or kind of spiteful things, usually there's some pain that's triggered there within them. I didn't take it personally at all, because a dislike is still engagement on my videos. So like, they're still engaged in the content, and that lets YouTube know they're engaged in the content. So really, they kind of in a roundabout way did me a small little one dislike favor. Where I need to put my focus, any advice? A little distracted nowadays. Okay, let's see what's going on with your focus. Soba. Okay, wow, awakening. And wow, again, there's a transformation going on in your family and in your life right now, Soba. You really are more connected to your spirit. This is an awakening card. Maybe you're seeing a lot of those repetitive numbers, angel numbers, 1111, 111, 222, 333, 444, all those. But you're awakening to your greater purpose in this life. And as a result of you being that wife and mother, and what your ultimate purpose is to, bring more light to this planet, which you have done a lot of time. You've done so much work in that department. justice is being served. So anything that feels out of balance and stressful and worrisome and distracting to you, it is going to balance out very soon for you. So I don't think this is going to be a long-term thing for you to worry about. These are just, if they are long-term things you're stressed out about, they're going to be evening out very soon. Otherwise, these are just short-term things that will kind of pass and be done, and that's that. Let's get a word of advice. Oh, on the back of the deck here, we also have strength. So there's lots of major arcana transformational energy going on here. So you're tuning into that inner strength and not listening to the distractions and all of the shadow stuff. You're really tuning into your inner strength through this. Let's get one more word of advice for Soba with the distraction. Any advice to put her focus? It is safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be a powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. And going back to that, I already put it back, but that strength energy, that is you owning your power, stepping into your authenticity and into your truth, and really feeling confident about yourself. So this is what you're getting. You're getting more confidence in yourself and your purpose and what it is you're here to do on this planet. And we also have here a happy move in this one. Okay, we're going to just read both of these. A happy move to a new home or place of employment is in the works for you. This movement will usher in positive new energy. I can't read. Wow. And then we also have the Rosetta card. Beautiful little baby there. You have a gift of working with young people, and your divine purpose involves helping, teaching, or parenting children. So a big part of your purpose is bringing these amazing souls to this planet to bring even more healing, love, and light to this planet. So I don't know if part of your financial question did involve you moving to a new location, to a new home. If that's not feasible for you, or that's not a plan that you have, just kind of moving the furniture around in your home, maybe getting rid of some clutter, that will help free up energy and help that energy flow in better as well. So I hope that resonated for you, Soba, aka Ala Mama. I love your new name. It's so cute. And I'm probably not even pronouncing it right, but it is what it is. And I do apologize. All right. So we have Anna, and Anna had a 1-card reading on, I better actually timestamp her real quick. So 3 hours, 41 minutes, and 30 seconds. So Earthy Deva, Anna. She wants to know, I think it was something about any advice on how to sleep or sleep better. I think maybe, see if I can find the wording here. I gotta go back earlier today. How can I sleep better? Okay. So for Anna, how can Anna sleep better? Oh, you're trying to manifest moving into a new home. Well, that's definitely literally cards for you. So keep putting that positive intention and not worrying about it and stressing about it, just knowing and having faith that that will happen in the timing that it needs to take. All right, what else? What's going on for Anna? Actually, I'm on a different deck. I'm going to a different deck. What are we going on? Okay, let's go over here for Anna's 1-card read. Whoa, it's flopping right out. Okay, pay attention to your body. So how you can sleep better. Pay attention to your body. On this day, think about one thing your body requires that it didn't need yesterday. Listen, observe, and pay attention to the physical, emotional, mental, and psychological stresses in your body, and respond to one of them fully and consciously. Your goal, to pay attention to your body in every way. So I think your body is trying to tell you something, and that's why you're not able to sleep. Your mind is part of your body technically, so I really do see a very busy mind. Your mind is running. It's really hard to just turn everything off. Maybe those to-do lists and all of that, they're just kind of churning through your mind, or things that you are thinking about that you still have yet to do. It's a lot of future energy mostly rather than past energy. I just want to get one tarot card to kind of clarify everything we've got going on here, but this might even be like new ideas for business, new ideas for work, abundance, bringing in finances, something with that. It's 5:38 or 43 a.m. in Ireland, and I'm up. Well, welcome, Cheyenne. I have been live 3 hours, 43 minutes, and some change here. We had such a long list. I conquered it. I'm just finishing up the very last question so I can go to bed because it is It's 10:44 p.m. where I'm at. Wow, Anna, we've got the Empress. So this is, like I was saying, really focusing on something you want to give birth to. Maybe not literally, but kind of more metaphorically speaking, birthing creations, birthing passion, creativity, business ideas. This is very tied up with, it's exciting, but also maybe a little bit stressful. But you have the potential and the power to create abundance in your life. But I think you just paying attention to your body, turning your phone off at night too. They're really showing me maybe turning screens off at least 2 hours, if not closer to 4 hours before you go to bed will really help you, block some of that blue light that's just coming in. Like I'll probably have a really hard time winding down tonight because there have been lights just staring me in the face for the last 3 hours and 44 minutes and 44 seconds. But yeah, you can do this. I think you're going to be able to, when you pay attention to your body and do what you know is right for your body, turning off the screens, not eating very close to bedtime too, which I'm going to actually have to do tonight to really ground myself because I'm flying high right now. I'm going to have to eat a little something to ground myself, but not being on screens so late, not eating so late. These two things can definitely benefit you in getting better sleep. So I hope that resonated, Anna, and that will do me for tonight, my dear friends. Let's see what's coming up. I've got another live stream here on this channel on Saturday. I just posted the October pick a card reading on my main channel. The very first thing linked in the description below is my main channel if you want to check that out. I know it's early. I know it's only September 15th, but I like to get my next month pick a card readings out about half a month before it's out so that you can watch that, plan, prepare, see if anything that's coming up, and then you can even watch it again in the middle of the next month just to see if it's even resonating. So that's out if you would like to check that out. I'll be live here Saturday at probably about 2 p.m. Mountain Time. And also, you watched it. Awesome. Yes, it's going to be an exciting, very transformational month yet again for us here on planet Earth in October. At least the collective energies I was picking up on of those who would be watching the reading. Also, what's coming up else? What else? Oh, what's next? Pick a card reading is going live sometime next week, early. If it's Monday, if it goes live Monday, that means there's also going to be a video coming out Thursday. But because I'm going to a 21 Pilots concert on next Saturday, not this Saturday, but the 25th, next Saturday after this Saturday. I don't know. I'm trying to prepare and have everything ready with Patreon and here and over on my other channel so that I can travel 14 hours away to this concert and not be stressed that I don't have everything done. So that's what's coming up for me. And what else? Yeah, I won't be live again, like I was saying. I won't be live on Saturday, September 25th on this channel because I will not be in town. I will be at the concert and visiting with one of my writer friends who was here and then moved down that way to Denver area. So I will be in the Denver area. Those of you in Denver, hello. But yes, I think that's it. I'm tired. I'm just rambling at this point. So I'm going to go drink some water, eat a little bit of food, try to ground myself. And who do I need to call? I'm hearing Archangel Raziel needs to come in and help me block all this blue light and scrub it from my eyeballs so that I can fall asleep easily tonight. Yes. Oh, you got a frequency group event with Alba on Sunday. Oh, you looked her up because of me. I had my past life regression. I'm session 151 on Alba's channel. And then we had a gathering in Spokane, Washington. I was part of that gathering in 2019. That was July 14th. No. I lied. July 7th, 2019. It was the week before my mom's house burned down. My mom and I went to her gathering. Yeah, so you're gonna love it. It'll blow your mind. Just go into it with no expectations. That is my main key word of advice. Just don't expect anything and you will get everything. I love it. That's amazing. I'm excited for you, Jessui. You'll have to let us know how that goes because I love Alba. She is such a dear. I have a picture of me and Alba. Maybe I can find it. I think she posted it at the very end of my session, so if you did watch that, you've already seen it, but let me just scroll way back in time, see if I can find the picture of me and Alba. All right, where are we here? time-wise. Oh, here we are. That wasn't that hard to find. This was July 21st at 5:35 p.m. in 2017. There's me and Alba. Here we go. She's awesome. You will love her. She's awesome. Yes. Oh, you did watch my session 151. It was so powerful. I still am benefiting from this. Alba is Alba Weinman. I will spell her name out. She has a YouTube channel where she does past life and quantum regressions, healing sessions. She has her own modality, so it's not quite QHHT like Dolores Cannon talks about in her books, but she did train with Dolores Cannon and then put her own spin on it. So by way of Alba, I have somehow come into contact with Dolores Cannon, who I adore, who has passed on, but she checks in with me from time to time. I love Dolores Cannon. Alba Weinman, and I am session 151. So if you type into the Google search or the YouTube search, Alba Weinman 151, my hair with my eyes closed will pop up and you will see me there. The Blue Girl from Sirius, I think, is the video name. If you guys want to watch my past life regression with her, or my spiritual journey of forgiveness session with her, as they call it, yes, I love it. I love it. It was so amazing. Yeah, quantum healer, yes, and she is awesome. If you guys can ever have the privilege of booking with her, I would say do it, do it, do it. Even if you're doing like what Jessui is doing and having that kind of group gathering, frequency group event, do it, do it, do it. It's amazing. I'm still in contact with people that I met at the gathering I had with her about 2 years ago now, over 2 years ago now. So do it. You will love it. It was so transformational. It's really hard to book an actual one-on-one session with her because they go like that. And I was kind of tuned into her in early 2017 before she was as big as she is now. And even then it was difficult, but I got my spot because it was divinely inspired, divinely guided, and divinely timed that I needed that session. And wow, she's an amazing person. So you will love her. So I think I'm going to leave it at that because, again, I'm just rambling. But I love hanging out with you guys. I could just be here all the time, live, talking, which is funny because when people meet me in real life, I don't talk this much. But I'm kind of forced to be on both ends of the conversation because I have to read the question, then I got to read the cards, then I got to give the messages. So I'm just all the communication. But like in real life, I'm very quiet and just observant of other people's stuff. And I don't feel the need always to be talking in real life. It's very weird. I also booked a workshop for October, and there's a gathering coming soon that's going to take place in Florida. Yeah, Alba was actually in Miami area for years, but she recently moved north, I think, to Gainesville area, if I'm not mistaken. That's where she's currently at. Interesting, of course. I would like to see your session with Alba. Yeah, go ahead and search that if you guys ever want to see what all came up for me on there. It was awesome. Thank you. I will check her out. Have fun at 21 Pilots. I'm excited. I'm so excited. This will be my second show. Of course, this is I didn't plan this or anything. This is my tour, the Bandito tour shirt from their Bandito tour. I love that band. They were a huge part of my awakening, and their music really got me through that dark night of the soul. So, like, anytime I get a chance, I'm not a concert person. Like, I am not that guy. But when it's 21 Pilots and they're anywhere near me, I mean, the closest they're coming this time is 14 hours away, but like I still knew I had to do it. And we're taking the kids, so they're going to be so excited. It's a very family-friendly affair, so I'm excited. So yes, if it's a close friend, I'm always talkative. Yeah, I mean, for sure, me too. If it's family, close friends, I could totally be talkative. But yeah, no, you're good. I could just hang out with you all day, Jessui. And I will be getting back to your email either today, not today. Sorry, not today. Either tomorrow or Friday at the latest. That is my agenda, to finish up those emails that just matriculated in all at once. I'm still like, whoa, where did everybody come from all at once? It was very interesting. Yeah, but I will be figuring all of that out and trying to keep up. But it lets me know there's just this influx of email. I mean, there are probably other tarot readers and other, practitioners of other things that just have these kind of emails every day, and they probably have to hire assistants. So if I ever get to that level, I will probably have to hire someone to help me keep sane because it's a lot. Yes, definitely in-person conversations are way different. But you can recommend any book. Oh, recommend any book for spiritual awakening. That's a great question. Let's see. Well, a really good one, I mean, I'd already awakened and it really resonated with me as in, like, already knew a lot of what was going on in it. Where is it? Let me get it. It's one I definitely recommend. I can't find it. Where is it? It's called Light is the New Black. Here it is. Found it. By Rebecca Campbell. And she's the one that has these, the Work Your Light Oracle and that's my website, and the Starseed Oracle. And then her book that followed this one was called Rise, Sister, Rise, which I've also read, and chef's kiss, beautiful. I've even bookmarked some places in here that I always like to go back to. And then she has another one called Letters to a Starseed, which I have not yet purchased or read anything on, but I'm sure I would love it. So I would probably recommend anything by her. Another good awakening book for just general humans in general is The Four Agreements. I'm always talking about that book on my channel by Don Miguel Ruiz. Is another good one. And also, oh, you got that book a couple days ago in the mail. It's a winner, and I've only read it once back in, I want to say it was 2017, like the year it came out, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see what year it was published. 2015. So I had to have read it in 2016, maybe 2017. I probably need to read it again. I mean, I went in, you guys. I mean, this whole book is just like, yes, highlight. It's like, I remember in college they said you should probably highlight less than 10%, but I probably did a lot more than that. I mean, every page, no, nothing on that page, but there's something on that page, something on, I mean, yeah, I'm that guy. Like, I want to be able to come back and know, even if this doesn't really resonate with me the second or third time reading the book, it just kind of gives me a little nod into my past. Like, oh, I really thought something of that in the past. Wasn't that cute of me? Like, I'm like that. Another good one is A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle, and there's another one, The Power of Now. The Power of Now and A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle, or Tolle. I've heard it pronounced multiple ways. Those are all great spiritual awakening type books, if any of you are interested besides just Jessui. Third thing you've brought up that resonates with me, it's kind of amazing. We're all tuned into each other. That's how this works. That's so cool. I love that, though. Just you guys letting me know your feedback a lot of times lets me know I am tuned in, so I don't feel like I'm, like, leading people off a cliff, you know? Because there is that part of me still at times that I'm like, am I giving the right advice? Am I like leading people astray? Like, I'm always checking in with myself that I'm on the right track spiritually, to not only with my own journey, but, you know, helping others, because that's what I love doing. We watched a video Monday and heard about it and started listening to Rebecca's guided meditation. Well, there you go. Good synchronicity that you're on the right track. I really probably should go. It's almost 11 o'clock, and yeah, early morning, a one-on-one session with Lori in the morning, and then a dentist appointment, and then I'm answering emails in the afternoon, and the kids have early out, so it's going to be a busy day tomorrow. So no actually filming. I really worked my tail off this week, getting a whole bunch of stuff filmed for Patreon exclusive stuff, and stuff on my main channel. So I'm just working. But Friday I have a day off with like a girls' day with my friend. We're gonna go thrift shopping, so I'm excited about that too. All right, thank you so much. I see why I couldn't fall asleep. I truly appreciate you for being so amazing. I appreciate you too. You have some amazing energy as well, and I just love it. I'm here for it. So I will tell you guys, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see all of you right here back at the Done Creative Live, also on my main channel, The Done Creative, and my Patreon. If you guys want to join us over on Patreon, we are having a blast over there so far. The Discord server is on my agenda for tomorrow and Friday. If I miss it tomorrow, it will definitely be Friday, where we have that accountability place where we can check in and just hang out and communicate with each other all times of the day, morning, noon, and night. So I love you guys, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your evening. Bye. Love you all. Love you, Ethan. Love you, Jessui. Love you, Nellie. Love you, everyone else who's here just lurking. I love you all. All right, bye.